Mic. The mic. Dudes. Okay, dudes, there we go. Quick little mic check there, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is Colin here over at Inside Cycling World, dudes. Guys, a little bit of a stutter there on the start and a huge stutter yesterday. What are we doing today? It's the 2026 61st Tirreno-Adriatico World Tour race, guys. Stage 1 individual time trial, 11.5 Ks. You know I love an individual time trial. I love the TTTs as well. We should have race coverage here coming up shortly. It says Tirreno-Adriatico on Flow Bike starts at 6:05 this morning. It's currently 5:53 in the morning. Is that what it is? That can't be right. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it's 5:53 in the morning, guys. Yeah, audio check. Yes, sir. Aaron, I could see right away it wasn't working there. Yeah, tech, right? Just tech. So, guys, what is it? It's Monday morning. Yeah, this might be pretty slim, trim pickings here over at Inside Cycling World today. Everyone's back to work this week. I am too, guys. I just do this thing first thing in the morning. I've got a couple of documents to send out today. Yeah, yesterday, the big stutter we had here was just, I woke up and I was tired, rough, groggy, just not feeling great. And then we had a big, well, not a huge snowstorm, 20 to 30 centimeters is expected. When I went outside in the morning, it was probably 6 degrees Celsius. I don't know, 45 Fahrenheit maybe, whatever that is. And an hour or so later, just blizzard. The roads were like impassable. I never left the house, driving that is. So guys, first timing point today comes out in 5 kilometers. What I did want to show you here too is where are we in the world? This is roughly where we are, guys. Here's Italy. And if you look here, this is the Tyrrhenian Sea on this side. Actually, I looked at another one here. Here's the Ligurian Sea right here. So this little part must be the Ligurian Sea. The Tyrrhenian Sea is this area. Yeah, here it is all up through here. Maybe this should be called the Ligurian Adriatico. It's closer to Liguria up here, this part of the world. Anyways, dudes, we're right up here. The time trial is along the beachfront. It's pan flat. Take a look at the profile here. Pan flat. First rider should be through the intermediate checkpoint right now, and that will be Emil Verstringer, CX rider. Yeah, he is through right now. There's no way he's at the finish. So they've got the time screwed up there already. Emil Verstringer would have just came through the intermediate checkpoint. So they're saying these guys, they keep saying all at the finish. Very strange. That makes... Huh? Okay, I'm trying to look at this here. How could he be at the finish already? Okay, they are saying the finish, but how can that be? They just started. Okay, dudes, let's get this all figured out here. Now, we can go over here. Here is the Tirreno-Adriatico race. This is their live website. And stage 1 is this little loop right here. Stage 2, you can see we go from Camaiore to San Gimignano. Stage 3, Cortona. Wow, Cortona. I think that was the site of huge... Was Cortona? I think Cortona was huge military action by the Canadians in World War II. I think. Mike, where are you? Where's the hand grenade division? Where is Mike DeRoche? Get in here. So basically, guys, the Tirreno-Adriatico traverses Italy from west to east. The Tyrrhenian Sea over here, the Adriatic Sea over here. There it is right there, the Mar Adriatico. So they do travel from west to east. Some flat stages, some hilly stuff here on the far side. And we could take a quick look here. Yeah, here is the stunning graphics presented by the website. That's it. That's what you get to see. So anyways, dudes, let's go back to Pro Cycling Stats here and see what Aaron's up to. Aaron, yeah, Ghana's definitely huge favorites. Dude, I was doing my my VeloGames picks yesterday, and I totally screwed up my Paris-Nice ones. Even though, dudes, check this out. Paris-Nice, I'm #1 in the world after stage 1. Why? Because I picked every sprinter on the planet possible. I'm like, okay, that was cool. That was a fluke. Luke Lamperti won stage 1. I had Binion Girmay up there, Dorian Godon. Actually, let's take a look at that. We'll take a look at Paris-Nice from yesterday quickly. So Luke Lamperti was a pick of mine. Milan Frenton, I always pick this dude now for Cofidis, new up-and-coming superstar sprinter. Binion Girmay I picked. I almost picked Plowright. I did pick Zonglais. I think I picked, there's Dorian Godon right there. What I forgot was that's my team for the entire race. So I have a team of sprinters for the entire Paris-Nice now. I don't have one climber. I don't have one favorite on that team. I just picked, I was kind of thinking it was the other series, the Classic Sixes, whatever they call it, where you pick a new team every race. No, I'm stuck. But wait, there's more. Stage 2 today, Paris-Nice. If you look at this one, sprinter stage. So I could just get a ton of points in that one. So let's go take a look at VeloGames right now. And we'll go to Paris-Nice. Oh, I'm logged out. Let's log in. So look at Paris-Nice here, guys. Let's look at my team. This is my team. Oh, good. I did pick McNulty. So I have one guy. And Zonglais could do well. This is my team I'm stuck with now. Girmay, Coquard, Bauhaus, Van Uden, Lamperti, Fred, mostly sprinters. Let's look at the league, though. I got 464 points yesterday. Steven changed his team name. It's no longer Blood Sausage or whatever. Now it's French Onion Soup. Even better. Delicious. Schenk Riders is here. So, guys, I got to hope my dudes win the sprints every time to have a chance. Let's see if it works. Over at Tirreno-Adriatico, I'm going to visit my team here. So, time trial. I went through, Aaron, this is a long answer to your question. I went through and I picked every time trial. So I'm like, wait a second. This is one team, whole race. But having said that, Aaronsman could do quite well. Let's take a look at the start list here. And, oops, sorry guys. Tirreno-Adriatico. Paris-Nice has started too. And let's see if they've got these timings figured out now. Peo Bilbao at the finish. Yeah, I guess it's right. 13 minutes, 15 seconds for Peo Bilbao. They weren't showing... yeah, the intermediate start point, they kind of had that as the finish before. So something must have been going on with the timing here. Let me get my brain figured out here, guys. So intermediate points should be about 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. 5:45 for Alan Hatherley now. Jan Tratnik goes through. Tobias, Holland Johansson, Peo Bilbao, Walter Calzoni, Connor Swift. When I first did my picks yesterday, I think 4 of my picks were from Ineos Grenadiers, Aaron. You're asking about which guys we should be looking at. So Filippo Ganna, obviously. Timon Aaronsman, if you look here, just set a very, very fast time trial. He finished 5th overall at the Algarve against some absolute bangers. Ganna, Ayuso, Soderquist, Paul Sexy, Timon Aaronsman, Kevin Vauquelin. He's another guy you could have picked for the TT. You've also got on the same team, Mr. Magnus Sheffield. So 6th at the TT at Valenciana, and this guy is just the TT beast. All his stats are towards time trialing. So I had him picked as well. And Brandon Smith Rivera, very, very strong time trialist, just won the Colombian individual time trial championships. And I think I went through some of his stats here. Last year at Vuelta a España, he got, oh, that's the TTT. Oh, and the individual, he didn't do very good. Something must have happened there. Just having a quick peek through his stuff here. Okay, yeah, so that wasn't a good pick for me. But he's been working on it, I guess. I mean, somehow he did this incredible job just recently at the Colombian individual time trial championships. So yeah, Ghana, Aaronsman, I'd say still Rivera, Magnus Sheffield for sure. Arts Hoob is another one to look out for. I did find a rider, I think his name is Giami. He rides for UAE, of course. This dude right here, Luca Giami. I had him picked as a wild card pick for the time trial. 34th at the Algarve in the time trial. 3rd at the Tour of Sharjah in the time trial, over 9.8 kilometers. My thinking on this guy is UAE knows how to pick their talent. They know how to pick talent. They know how to develop talent. You can see here he was club level for 2 years, spent the last 2 years riding Conti at Conti level for UAE Gen Z. February 26th, went from Gen Z to World Tour. Well, February 27th. So they've said, okay, you're going, kid. Get up here, kid. Let's see what you can do. Lots of good names here, guys. This is a solid lineup of riders here. Solid lineup of riders. Okay, and I'm mixing up the races. We got Jonathan Milan here for the sprints, guys. Milan's here. Mathieu van der Poel's here. Tibor Del Grosso, like Jasper Philipsen. There we go, dudes. And then over at Bonnery Victorious, we got Tiberi and Buitrago. Those will be kind of like their GC guys. So let's just bounce out of there, get back here, see if we can see some timing coming in now. At the finish line, Pale Bilbao in 13:15. Tobias Johansson, 0.1 of a second off. Wout van Aert, Walter Calzoni, Emil Verstringer. They're all coming, guys. They will all be coming. So the plan today, guys, is once I do the chat here, this should be live right now. Very close. 1 minute, it's going to be live. It says 6:05 my time. I'm going to have to just keep refreshing this right now, guys. Okay, there it is. I finally have a live feed. Live but not live. So make sure the volume's not on. We're going to do Tirreno-Adriatico. Bounce back and forth to Paris-Nice. Paris-Nice coverage, live flow bikes, isn't for 2 hours. So we'll probably do all the time trial, just catch up with Paris-Nice. And then I got to get on with my day. Okay, dudes, chat time. And turn this up a little bit, guys. Yeah, Jorgensen would be good too. Yeah, dude, exactly, Aaron. My guess is the route is an out and back, so the start line and finish are meters apart. Yeah, exactly, dude. So what I did was this too. If you look at the start, where is the route here? There was a way. Follow race live. Okay, that didn't show very good. There was a Strava segment for it, I think, on the bottom of the screen. And where was that again? Strava route. Yeah, if you look at the Strava route, this is the best I could do. Yeah, it's like an out and back. So they're going to be going down a big boulevard past each other. So yeah, the start finish are probably like right side by side. So good call on that, Aaron. And yeah, so I do have Aaronsman here for my pick for today. Del Toro. Guys, so I had 100 points to pick all this. Some of these guys I'm just picking because they're low pointers. I got Carapaz for climbing, Buitrago, Tiberi, Del Toro. This might not be a bad team. But my Paris-Nice team is kind of a disaster now, and I'm okay with it. I'll win some sprint stages. New best time, Jan Tratnik at the finish, 13 minutes. What would be our fastest time today? 12 and a bit, 12 and change, just over 12. I bet you just over 12. So Jan Tratnik did it at 52.5. Ghana's going to do it like at 55k an hour. Yeah. Ghana's going to do it at 55k an hour. Can anyone get into the 11s? Can anyone get into the 11s right now? Just watching on course here. Take a look at this one. Roja here and Magne so close together. Something's going on there, dudes. Something is going on there. Some of these shorter time trials, the big sprinters can do really well at. However, this one, when I did my picks, I really wasn't thinking big sprinters because it's just a little bit too long. Swoosh Kid saying the true first classic. Okay. Aaron saying it should be interesting to see if EF keeps the sprint order the same or switch it up and go with Vandenberg for teammate morale. Dawn's in the mix. Good morning, dudes. Dudes, howdy. Fellow boy. Rob's here again. Roberto. Let's go. Luke Lamperti. Yeah, dude. Paris-Nice. Luke Lamperti. And actually, dudes, while we're here, just so you know what's going on, Paris-Nice is underway. 4 riders in the break. They are 11 kilometers in. Okay, they are showing the course on screen right now. It's just straight on the main road along the beach here. Turn around. Come back. I think when they come back, they hit the halfway point at the start. Yep. Then they keep going down the beach. Come back all the way. Yeah, okay, gotcha. 4 riders in the lead here over at Paris-Nice. It's the 84th Paris-Nice. I thought it was the 83rd yesterday, telling a friend. Casper Pedersen, Jascha Suterlin for Jaco, Mathis Lebert, and Matteo Vircher, both for Total Energies. Total Energies trying to set something up here today. This looks good for my team over here. I've picked pretty much all the sprinters for this one. And they'll be able to hang on. Yesterday was a little bit tough. I wasn't sure what would happen. If you look at stage 1 at Paris-Nice yesterday, I was a little concerned with these kicks at the end. But the sprinters easily took them on. 1.1 kilometer at 8.3%. Look at that yesterday. Mathis Lebert was in the break yesterday. Gamper, Sebastian Grignard, Casper Pedersen, a lot of the same guys. So Pedersen and Lebert are in the break again today. So they'll be chasing mountain jerseys and sprint point jerseys, I believe. Second passage of the finish line. There's Gamper there again. Durbo came through. Okay, so that was yesterday, dudes. And today, you're going to find those same guys. Casper Pedersen, there he is. That must be, there it is, the KOM jersey. Lebert's there as well. He'll be fighting for points again. 1.4 kilometers between the 4-rider breakaway and the peloton at the moment. Go back to Tirreno-Adriatico here. Stick with the time trial. So we still got Alan Hatherley intermediate at 5:45. But at the finish line, oh, it was Hatherley. Hatherley took it 12:38. 22 seconds faster than Tratnik. Oh yeah, guys, we're going into the 11s. No problem. We are going into the 11s. Let's have our coffee. Let's get caught up. Aaron's asking, do we know what time live coverage starts? So I have live coverage right now for Tirreno-Adriatico. Yeah, Veloboy, exactly. Not writing Gan off this time. Dude, I did that last time too. I kind of thought, yeah, well, you know, he's not the same. He's still fast. Swoosh could saying the Van Dyke show, Van Dyke Bro show is something. Tim and Mick. Aaron saying, do we even have to know for any race that your team looks strong? I know. When I said it, I'm like, every race they go to, they're strong. In fact, why don't we take a look at the full lineup here at Tirreno-Adriatico? So it's Del Toro that's at this race. Del Toro, Jan Christian, Benoit Cosnefroid, Luca Giammi. I kind of got him as a favorite for today, or to do very well in the TT. Felix Groschartner, another good time trialist. Felix Groschartner. Domin Novak, Kevin Vermarke. So Kevin Vermarke and both Benoit and Kevin are both new riders to UAE. You can see Kevin came from an American. I always confuse him with Vervaeke, the Belgian. Came from Team Picnic Post NL. So he came across to UAE, probably a huge move for him. And I believe Benoit Cosnefroid came from Decathlon. He did come from Decathlon last year, 2025, so he stepped up, 30 years old. So very, very strong team here. And we'll bounce back here now, guys, and see what's going on. So Alan Hatherley at the finish, 22 seconds ahead of Jan Tratnik. Let's take a look at this one. Team Jaco Alula, 29 years old, 1.78 meters tall, so not like Most of his points are towards TT, except he has very few results here on PCS. This one here. Third at the South African Individual Time Trial Championships back on February 5th. So he is decent in the time trial. Let's take a look at last year's results. Look for some time trials for him. 17th at the Basque Country race in the TT. And then, let's have a look. That was the only one he had last year. None of the rest had time trials. Oh, except he was first in the South African Individual Time Trial Championships. So, good time trialist. Going to be far off the fastest time today, though. I will be getting a coffee shortly, guys. That's the second small one of the day. We are seeing live coverage here now. This is Tobias Halland Johansson coming to the finish. And he did finish 5th overall, 37 seconds down on Alan Hatherley. Catching up again. Lou saying we get to see Granddaddy Roglic today. I think he gets top 5 in the TT. Dude, I agree with that. Roglic can still time trial. Lou forgot to do VeloGames, shaking my head. Aaron, announcers were so confused to have Lamperti in that sprint, even though his opening weekend top 10s and Cadell's was a tell. Maybe Bob and Christian do not watch the PCS streams. Dude, I mean, like, he was my main pick. If we go back to Paris-Nice, view team, there he is, Luke Lamperti. Dude, I watched this guy, he won stages last year. I think it was the Czech Tour, maybe. So what we can do is go back to Paris-Nice. Look at Lamperti. This guy is deadly fast. Just needs the right race. So first yesterday, he got 3rd on stage 1 of the Tour de la Provence. Here's a criterium in Australia, I think. Last year, though, a lot of DNFs at the end of the year, though, but that's normal. 7th at the Tour of Britain on stage 2. 6th on stage 4 at the Lidl Deutschland Tour. There it is. Czech Tour. 1st on stage 1. 2nd on stage 3. 2nd in the points classification. The guy is fast. 3rd at the Gastown Grand Prix. Guys, that's in Vancouver, British Columbia. Lots of top 10 results for him. Giro d'Italia, 5th on stage 21. The big sprint stage. And some nice results early on in the year in the Belgium Classics, the Cobble Classics here. Went in a 93K break. At this race, finished 2nd overall. Who did he finish 2nd to? Edward Toynes. So they must have been in that break all day long. Toynes, Eckhoff, Ethan Vernon, another big name. Florian Vermeesch. So Milan Fretton, another huge sprinter. Guys, I know we're all over the place today, but let's just keep rolling with it. We're learning all about our cycling, aren't we? Okay, right now, Wout sitting in 7th place at the finish, 40 seconds down. Saw someone post yesterday, forget where it was, saying, is this Wout's last year? What do you guys think about that? Is this Wout's last year? Lou was saying he thought yesterday was for the breakaway at Paris-Nice. Yeah, dude, I just threw everything on the sprinters, and now I'm stuck with the sprint team because I thought you could change it every day, which is kind of dumb of me, but... Aaron saying we need a coffee and Pop-Tart rider of the day in each race. Must be outside the top 3 betting faves. Oh, yeah, just like a wild card that I think is going to do well. Yeah, we could do that. I need more Pop... Dude, I ate... finished my Pop-Tarts this morning. Actually, the wrapper's still over there. Chocolate fudge. Dude, Aaron... Breakaway could have had a chance if Bruno Amaral did not chase. He's got Bruno A here. I know his name because I was going to pick him yesterday too. He's so... I think he's a 4-pointer out of your 100 points. The guy can time trial. He loves to go in the breakaways too. Lou saying Paris-Nice starts live at 10 a.m. Eastern, so that's 8 a.m. for me. Well, I guess they got coverage right away. Don, no, Tirreno-Adriatico was a 7-day race, Don. It's been around a long time. This is the 61st Tirreno-Adriatico. Goes from the west side of Italy. We're in northern Italy, kind of, before you get into the mountains. We're in the boot itself, and we're heading over to the east side of Italy. Jan Tratnik coming here to finish. This is just a replay from earlier. How did Paul Magnier do? It says Paul Magnier came through at 13:59. That's going to put him outside of the top 10. Fastest speed so far, 54k an hour for that Alan Hatherley from South Africa. So I'm guessing Ghana's going to be right around 55k an hour. That we'll see how that works out for him. Binny win today. Yeah, Binny could win over at Paris-Nice. That's the race he's in. Currently, we're watching the time trial at Tirreno-Adriatico. Binny finished 5th yesterday. I did see a bit of video of that. Guys, I was totally out of cycling yesterday. I couldn't see anything. The snow was... Starlink actually works really good here for downloads and uploads. And yeah, they're showing Alan Hatherley here. He's past a rider right at the finish, it looks like. This is a replay from earlier. Yeah, that guy was smoking for Team Jaco Alula. But the super, super heavy snow completely shuts down the Starlink. It just can't see through it. So I had no cycling coverage. I had no streaming ability. And I really wasn't in the mood. So I just kind of shut everything down. Didn't sleep good. Yeah, Benny. So this is David Ayele. Is it David or Dawit? Dawit Ayele. Yeah, Benny could win today over at Paris-Nice. He's probably one of the favorites for it, although I'm sure Luke Lamperti is feeling pretty strong and confident after yesterday. Big names coming up in the next little bit. We got Lawrence Rex coming up. That's a big name. We have Tobias Lund Andersen, big sprinter. This guy is going to be playing. Let's take a look at Tobias Lund Andersen, sprinter for decathlon. Won the men's Cadel Evans men's Great Ocean Road Race at the Santos Tour Down Under. A first place, 2 seconds, and a third place, winning the points classification. So this guy will be battling Jonathan Milan over at Tirreno-Adriatico. Guys, I'm probably going to really mix up the races over the next couple days. So let's just all work through it. Don't forget Jasper Philipsen is here as well. Wow. So we got Milan, Tobias Lund Andersen. We got Jasper Philipsen here. I'll go through all the sprinters here pretty quick, guys. Today's a TT day. Aaron saying Benny should be motivated after that positioning disaster class yesterday. Benny to team. I messed it up. We will get to it. Yeah, he was right along the boards. Boxed in completely. Watching Gianni Moscon right now for Red Bull Bora Hans Grohe. Lou's saying it's not his last year. Yeah, I forget who said that. I don't know if it was in this chat or somewhere on Facebook. Ooh. Watching this here right now, Moscon looks like he's flying, guys. He's catching the rider that's right ahead of him. Colts Chengzi. That rider is going to be caught right away. Arnaud Delis will be the next rider to go through the intermediate checkpoint. Fernandez is just finishing. Consoni is second rider to the last out right now. Whatever that means. Second on screen. Jack Haig out there too. Vendrame. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, so Cole's Cheng, this guy here, Sebastian. Yeah, we know it does that, Colin. I say that every time, guys. So let's just watch these times come through. I think either this dude had a very poor time or Moscon was flying. Could be a combination of both. Aaron Smith, what was Lamperti's old team thinking? Too expensive, change priorities, their loss is EF's gain. Yeah, dude, totally. I mean, he is a legit sprinter. I mean, he proved it yesterday. I'm so glad I picked him. I think he got me 185 points. And guys, over on VeloGames too, if you look at that. So if I look, yeah, this is interesting here. So this is my team yesterday. I basically went sprinter. Sprinter / GC potential. Sprinter, GC. So I pretty much destroyed my team for the rest of the race. But yeah, for the stage, he gets 150 points. For GC, 25. So your riders are going to get GC points as well. PC, I had no idea what that means. There's going to be KOM points, sprint points. Okay, maybe my team does have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Guys, this is my first year on VeloGames. Guys, still jump in. Still jump in. We'll all know if you missed a stage or not, and I'll be nice enough to say, and by the way, so-and-so missed a stage. So just jump in and see how you do on daily stages. Yeah, you can get a stage win. Someone showed me rankings. You guys are going to laugh at this, okay? You guys will laugh at this. Tirreno, #1 in the world. Number one. Colin Emerson, Team Dudes. I am the #1 in the world. And we'll just keep rolling down. Let's do a slow roll down through you guys. Oh, yeah. Hey, Team Ned Flanders. We're going to do a slow roll down here. Just look at all these teams. Let's say there's thousands of them. Probably just 100. Tens of thousands of teams. Colin Emerson, Team Dudes, #1. Inside Cycling World, #1 in the world. Thousands and thousands of entries. Okay, maybe 100. Okay. Anyway, guys, it does go for quite a bit. There is quite a few teams here. I am shocked by this. Guys, it's just because I picked all the sprinters. That's it. Yeah, Team Dudes, #1 in the world. Tom Shank, thanks for pointing that out to me, dude. That was my win yesterday. Colin doesn't get a lot of wins these days, guys, so yeah, it was nice to see that. Okay, Gianni Moscon was 28 seconds down at the intermediate, so combination of the rider in front of him slowing down and him maybe riding a little bit faster. Still have Alan Hatherley in the hot seat right now. Jan Tratnik, Peo Bilbao, Connor Swift. What if I can remember all my picks from yesterday? I still want to see that Luca Giammi go out. He'll be a little bit later. Yeah, Tirreno's a stage race. Approximately 70%, you're correct, is in the boot. Wout is at Tirreno. Yeah, Milan is a great sprinter, but is he a good time trials? No, not really, dude. His energy is so high, but for such a short distance. Now, if these sprints were like 3 and 4 kilometers, then the big sprinters can do good. Because they really can hammer it for quite a while. Lou saying, agree with Aaron. Only EF looked like they were in the sprint yesterday. But yeah, Milan does not have TT form. Yeah, basically he's going to take it easy today. He will take it easy today. He doesn't need to go hard. Tomorrow's Tirreno-Adriatico stage, lumpy bumpy at the end. Flat. They won't burn too much energy. They do have a 10-kilometer climb at 3.3% and a bit of a wall right before the finish. This is going to be a really interesting finish here tomorrow, guys. Yeah. That might fry most of the sprinters right there. But there will be sprint opportunities for these guys. Let's come back here and see if there's any super fast times coming through. Looks about the same as before. Emil Verschringer, first guy out. He's still in the top 10. Well conditioned from his long CX season. Albert Torres here. Let's take a look at him. Movistar. Okay, I thought it was the other Torres. Pablo Torres for UAE, but it's not. And I'll do chat catch, and then I'm going to grab another quick coffee. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Lou. Exactly, dude. He says, lol, for VeloGames, you pick your team for the whole race. Yes, dude, you do. That's where I screwed up Tirreno. In your defense, I think they do have a daily one, too. Yeah, they do. So I started with the daily one. There's 44 races. Actually, when is the next one? Let's take a look at that, guys. The next one for the Sixes Classics. Got to stay on top of these because they come up pretty quick. Race schedule. So we just did Strade Bianche. Okay, so we've got, actually we've got 11 days before Danilith Nokair course. I know I destroyed that name. So I got to pick a new team for that one. Then we got Milan San Remo, and then we really get, we get really hot and heavy at Milan San Remo. Looks like Andre Vandreme is having a very good time trial here as well. He's 3.5 kilometers to the finish here. Yeah, he's cooking. It looks like he's going to do pretty well. So these are where you pick a daily team. Reset every time. Obviously the stage races, that's not how it works. So I almost screwed up Tirreno-Adriatico today too, and I almost picked every single time trialist I could. Right now, I think my best time trial this year will probably be Aaronsman. My team cost me 100 points, so there's a lot of, like, you know, figuring that all out. But I do have Del Toro. I do have Antonio Tiberi. We just saw them battle it out against each other. A UAE Tour? I can't even remember now. It was so long ago, guys. McNuggets is on my team. That's right. Must be hungry. So-and-so was me. Swoosh, did you say about Vout? Is that what we're talking about? Sorry, man. Yeah, dude, Aaron, that's what I thought. Well, I saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's what I did wrong. Or that's what I did right. And I'm like, you know what? I started looking at the stage. I thought, you know what? I could bank a ton of points. A ton. At the beginning. And, you know, back to that too, Aaron. It's like, let's go back to Paris-Nice here. Well, sorry. Let's do this. Stage 1. Who did well for me? Luc Lamperti won it. Milan Fretin got me points. Binyam Gramai got me points. Zongle got me points. Doran Godon got me points. I wanted to pick Milan Minton. He's another guy people forget about all the time. He's a fast dude. They all got me points. They could all get me points again today. And so I could start, like, bankrolling some points and then hope my team of sprinters... Dude, I did this on purpose, obviously. Obviously, I did this on purpose. To show that the sprinters can dominate the fantasy league. Total lies, but that's okay. And we're going to have a quick peek over here again. Looks like everything's staying pretty consistent for now, guys. Nothing's changing in the top 10. Next to start, we got a sprinter, Oded Kogut. Kogut here, Israeli rider from NSN. Roger Adria, kind of a GC climber rider for Movistar. Those will be the next kind of big names coming up. Dudes, check this out. Tom's got it. So Tom, remember guys, Tom's the one that set this all up for me. And Tom, thank you so much again, dude. I'll keep saying it every day, dude. I love it. Guys, I've always wanted to do fantasy leagues, but it's like, well, which one should I do? It's same as my betting, guys. I always say I want to do some sports betting on cycling. Oh, which one should I use? And then I never do it. Tom St. Colin, there are 3,582 people entered currently in the stage race championship contest on VeloGames. And I'm number 1. Puncher's course tomorrow in Tirreno. Dude, I think the sprinters could hang on for that one. Stage 2 looks like an Alaphilippe special. Aronson, yeah, good thing Colin's team is for the men's race. Team dudes for femmes would be a little too East German vibe-ish. I love it. Yes, Aaron, I love it, man. Dudes, I got to get back on the weights today. I'm feeling a bit weak right now today. Tomorrow, Stream Time. I am first in VeloGames, dudes. Suck it. Yes, dude. I love that. Yeah, good times, guys. Good times. So what else has been going on home here? Well, we had the snowstorm yesterday. Joey Jojo will be getting her... I think she's picking up her new Jeep today. Yeah, just stuff like that, guys. Wow, top active riders that never started in Tirreno-Adriatico. Oscar Sevilla. Okay, well, let's just hang on a second here, guys. Okay, this guy, 49 years old. 49 years old, riding for a Colombian team right now. Yeah, he rides for Team Medellin. Now, this triggers my memory right away. I think it was Oscar Sevilla who was at the Maryland Classic race last year with one other rider that went like on a 90K break before the storm hit. Let's see if I remember that correctly. Loading results. There he is. Maryland Cycling Classic. Oscar Sevilla went on a huge break. It was a 70K break. I'd say 1/4 of the field finished. Who did he ride with? Fabian Weiss, this guy right here. They went on a huge break together. 49 years old. He's active. He's not racing here, though, guys. It's just kind of a weird stat they're throwing up. So Oscar Villa has never raced here. Christophe Laporte, Oliver Nason, Arnaud Delis, but he's here today. Is he? Yeah, Delis here. Arnaud Delis is here today, so that's kind of where it's at because he has started today. There's Arnaud Delis. He is new. Oh, probably the asterisk probably means debutante, as they like to say. Oh, completes for the youth GC. Okay, well, it's his first time here, well, apparently. Fast times now. Okay, Lawrence Rex has a nice time through the intermediate, guys. He's only 14 seconds down. That's a nice start for the day. Can he speed it up at the end? Can he maintain? 14 seconds down would put him currently into second place overall if he can maintain that. Next to start, Christopher Yule Jensen. I think I've got him as one of my picks. To be honest, he was just a low point pick I had to make. You have to pick 9 riders, I believe. Aaron St. Colin, have you seen the volcano in the Philippines that's been going off for a week? Dude, I haven't even seen that yet. Haven't seen it. I'm going to take a look today. Sevilla was in Maryland Cycling Classic break last year. Yup. From Aaron. Aaron, dude, you watch a lot of cycling. Aaron, I may need a co-host someday. UCI needs to start giving points for being in a break to animate the race. Dude, good idea. Good idea. Yeah, and the sticky bottle should be negative UCI points. Yeah, dude, I wonder how they could motivate the break more. Besides the most combative jersey. Like, give them something for doing that. Who knows? For every 15 kilometers they're in the break, give them 1-2 seconds bonus time. I guess they'd have to really watch it well to figure out who's in the break when, who got dropped, who came back into the break. Dude, that would really animate race. Crash by the... Okay, here he is right now. He's going out on the screen right now. It's the Israeli rider, Oded Kogut, who is a really good sprinter. He crashes. He crashed on the very first corner, guys. First right-hand bend, he crashes. Wow. Oh my. He looks back right away because the car would have been coming around the corner really fast. What happened here? Goes around the corner. Just turned his front wheel in too hard and the whole back end slid out. Yeah, shocking. What a way to start your time trial. He's about 200 meters into it and crashes. 40 riders have finished, 14 riders underway, and 114 yet to start, guys. Jan Christian on course 2. Wow, these guys are cooking. Absolutely cooking here. Ooh, right there, guys. Yeah, I'm looking at this dude going, man, he looks good. This is Jan Christian. This is the guy that got DQ'd a few races back for that sprint. Maxime Van Gils, I think was his name that he took down. 5:44 through the intermediate checkpoint. So absolutely smash fest here. 52.4k an hour. Dudes, I think I'm going to grab a coffee right now before we get to the really good stuff here. More intermediate goals could work. Yeah. Put intermediate time points. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, they could probably shorten the stages too a little bit. Like some of these long stages. I love them. But I know a lot of people keep talking about shorter stages, animate it. Yeah, really nice position on the bike here. Man, I love the white decals on the black rims. I absolutely love that. I'm going to switch my bike over to that. Not that I ever ride outside, but... Okay, dudes, I'll be right back. Dudes coming back into the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and excellence. The training center, as we call it here. Jan Christian on course still. 10:44 into the TT. I think he's going to have a pretty hot time. He's got just under 2 minutes to the finish line to end up ahead of Alan Hatherley. How is his pace holding up? Looking really good on the bike here, dudes. Looking really good on the bike. Went through checkpoint 1 at 52.429 kilometers an hour. So it looks like he's speeding up in the back end here. Third coffee of the day. We're on it. This is Groupama FDJ rider coming in here now. Lorenzo Germiani. This might be a rider I don't know very well. Aaron saying, easy to get a UCI jury for awarding break points based on kilometers in break formation. Dude, I wish they'd do that. I really wish. Dude, it would so animate the race. Get those, like, you know, guys out there for TV time. Yeah, it would just motivate everyone so much more. Like, all the guys that are out there all day by themselves, killing themselves. Hey, they could end up with, they could be leading the GC by the end of the day. If the other teams, ooh, at the finish line, Jan Christian does fall back from Alan Hatherley. So Jan Christian kind of faltered in the back half of the race. And finishes 9 seconds behind Alan Hatherley. So Hatherley really maintained his speed well. So in the last 6 kilometers, I think the halfway points, actually the timing points at 5K, the entire event is 6.5 kilometers longer than that at 11.5. And just watching this here again, how does he finish so far back? I don't think that's right. It says he's got 100 meters to go. He should be 200 meters to go. Okay, and now I see why. I thought I saw a 100-meter sign. It was a 200-meter sign. So yeah, he's on time now, and now he's losing time all the way. Hatherley at 12:38. That's going to put Jan Christian at 12:47, I believe. Very, very close, though. Very close. Yeah, 12:47 for Jan Christian there. There we go, too. I was mentioning Vendrame earlier, too. Team Jayco Alula rider. I think getting a bit of a replay here on Christian. Okay, just taking a look at that. Jack Haig comes through. He's sitting in 10th now. The riders are being shuffled down. Verstringer, the first guy out today, is finally outside of the top 10. Next to start, we've got Sam Welsford, big sprinter here. Not expected to be very well at the top in the TT today. Okay. We've got another fast rider at this dude here. And how you say that name, I don't know. Let's think of a name. We're just calling him Sam for now, just like Sam Welsford. That sword means Sam from the Netherlands. Sword. My name is Sword. Sword backs. 4th through at the intermediate checkpoint. Q36.5. Pinarello Q36.5. You can see him right here. So 5:44 is our fastest time through the intermediate. 12:38 at the finish line. Get it. Aaron saying Christian and Vellens on UA Tour team would be sick. Yeah. Empty 420. What's your opinion on Lorenzo Finn? Dude, are you talking Fortunato or? And Vidar. Aaron's responding here. Both are showing great promise, but time will tell. And it seems that our brilliant 20-year-olds are becoming a dime a dozen in modern cycling world. So I think when you say Lorenzo, I can only think of one Lorenzo off the top of my head, and that would be Fortunato, who rides for Astana. Where is he today? Is he even at this race? I'm trying to catch up with all the races, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a flip-flop here. He's not at this race, but where is Fortunato? Fortunato. Oh, he's 29, so we're not talking about a 20-year-old. So we're talking about someone totally different, dudes. But speaking of which, Fortunato, who I do like a lot, like, guys, won the KOM at the Giro last year, a stage at the Giro in 2021, second in a stage at the Giro last year. This is a totally different rider, though. He will be making his return on March 23rd at the Catalonia race, which I will be doing, guys. So let me get caught up with the chat here and see who we're talking about as I watch this here. Got some riders compacted here together. We got Fiorelli, Kogut, and it's a hard name to say. So still Christian there coming through first. Just watching these times here, guys. So we're going to take a look at Bax here. He's got a chance of doing something really, really special at the end today, guys. If he can maintain it. Did he go out too fast? Did he pace himself just perfectly? Filippo Fiorelli is only 10 seconds down. That's the rider you're seeing, of course, here for Team Visma Lease Bike. We'll take a look at him. I almost picked him. But I'm thinking more overall for the race. I don't know why I almost picked him. I think he might have been a low point pick. I'm like, I got to pick someone with low points over on VeloGames. I think my high pick for this one is Del Toro, who won't win the TT today. And my second highest pick was McNuggets. Nope, McNuggets is not here. That's Paris-Nice. See, guys, just totally confusing them. So it was Del Toro. Del Toro, and then I went with the Bahrain boys. I went with Tiberi and Buitrago. So Tiberi, I think, was a 20-pointer. Del Toro was a 24-pointer. Ghana was a 16-pointer, but he's just going to be the TT guy, right? So we won't be seeing Ghana till later. Looking at more intermediates here. So Bax is through, 4 seconds down. He's kind of our fast man out there right now. Fiorelli is 10 seconds down at the intermediate. Jules Jensen's on course. Welsford is on course. And, okay, refresh. There we go. Lorenzo Finn. Okay. Okay, hang on, guys. If Lorenzo Finn becomes a thing, I can see the Shark coming out of the nickname retirement after Nibali, the Shark of Messina. That's right. Oh, can they do that? That's like retiring a jersey. You can't bring it back. Tom Schenk, I know during stage races they have intermediate sprints which have points and time bonuses. Yeah, they do. They do. Like for this one, guys, well, we're not going to have anything. If we go look at Paris-Nice, we might see some different stuff. So like all these climbs have... So this is today. It's the same two guys yesterday, Pedersen and Lebert, going after KOM points, KOM points, KOM. Then there'll be, here it is, at the sprint point today at Paris-Nice. That's an interesting one. Sprint points 10.64 and time bonifications 6.4 and 2. Plus there'll be time bonifications at the finish. So these sprinters want to get this at 140 kilometers. It's still 47 kilometers to the finish. That gives them lots of time to rest up before the final sprint. Man, I think my team's looking pretty good for today. I'm pretty happy with my team for today. Tomorrow, it's not going to be so good. Tomorrow, I'm going to get massacred out there. We're going to see if how long my sprinters can hang on. Because I just totally destroyed it. Cedric Boulin's 16 seconds down at the intermediate. So he's looking not too bad there. We're waiting for Bax to finish. Where is he on course? Okay, he's got about a kilometer, 1.5 kilometers to go. Watching Sam Welsford here right now. He's at 8.1 kilometers into the race. Oh, sorry, 8.1 to go. That's a countdown timer. He's at 4 minutes, 14 seconds in. Guy's a big dude, too. Guy's a big dude. Jumping back here. Yeah, Tom's saying during the one-day races they don't exist, but often the pro teams that get invites are often the teams that go on the breaks. Absolutely. Who do I think will win Paris-Nice overall? I gotta think Del Toro. I mean, Alpecin will be racing for stage wins for Philipsen and maybe a Mathieu Van der Poel breakaway day. Tiberi's going to be fighting for GC. Pro teams, they're just fighting for a random stage, TV time. Decathlon, they got Paul Lepierre here, but he's not going to be able to beat those guys, I don't think. EF has got Carapaz. Carapaz is getting older, isn't he? He's 32 years old. Yeah. Carapaz, I don't think he's going to win this. Yeah, I just got to look at Del Toro. That's my pick. It's an easy pick, guys. That's my overall pick. That's pretty solid. If he falters, then you got to have Tiberi. I mean, they were kind of like 1-2, I think, at. Let's go back to Tiberi here. Second overall at the UAE Tour to Del Toro. So if Del Toro, whatever happens to him, Tiberi would step up. That would be my prediction, which is a very straightforward, simple prediction. Anyone could guess that. And it looks like Bax finishes third overall. Bax is finished third. This is really cool. Sam Welsford, big sprinter, first through at the intermediate. Wow, big sprinter, you're Sam Welsford. That's not going to take me anywhere, is it? Right here. Sam Welsford walking around at 79 kilos, 1.8 meters tall, 82 meters tall, so he's 6 feet tall, 176 pounds, 178 pounds, something like that. First through at the intermediate checkpoint. So maybe some of these bigger long-range sprinters can do well. So obviously Sam Welsford, Jonathan Milan, there's not really a comparison in pure sprint power, I don't think. Sam Welsford is good, but he's not tier 1 sprinter, but maybe he's a longer range sprinter that can hold the power a little bit longer. So some of these dudes might do well, and he's doing good so far. 1 second ahead of Jan Christian here at the intermediate checkpoint. I'm not expecting him to hold that really that well, but you never know. They're saying there's a chance. Lou saying can't wait to see Astana at the Giro this year. Oh, now we're going back to Pyrenees. Jonas, if he does not crash, order prediction is Jonas, Ayuso, McNuggets only for Ineos Grenadiers. Yeah, I could see that very easy. I could flip Ayuso around. I think Ayuso looks really good. Is there a TT at the Pyrenees this year? I don't think there is. Pyrenees. We'll go to the stages here. There's a team time trial tomorrow, guys. Okay, interesting. I know Jonas yesterday was saying that the roads were just like brutal. He wasn't impressed with the roads at the finish, that's for sure. So obviously I'll get tuned back into this one more here soon once we jump over to that race. Dogs are barking upstairs at something. Okay, best TT results for Sam Welsford. Back in 2023, he got a 5th place. Okay, this is a good one. At the Baloise Belgium Tour 2 years ago, he got a 10th place. And at the Deutschland Tour, a prologue. See, these prologues that are shorter, it was probably like a 4 or 5 kilometer prologue. Let's take a look at it. It was 2.6 kilometers. That's where some of these dudes can hang out up there. So he would. What did I say he got? Sam Welsford. Oh, he finished further down. He got 20th in that one. Okay, 20th in that race. We'll bounce. No, we don't want to do that. We want to come back here. Okay, here we go, guys. James Shaw goes through for EF Education. Goes through only 6 seconds down at the intermediate. How is his TT ability? Isaac Del Toro on course, guys. Isaac Del Toro on course right now. Looking good in his Mexican national champion jersey. So where is Sam's Welsford? Welsford's about 3/4 of the way through, catching Yule Jensen right now. Boulin's also had a good time at the intermediate. He was 10 seconds down. Going to see this heating up right away, guys. There you see it. Del Toro's on course, chasing Van Gestel. Looks like he's already catching him. Giovanni Eliotti for Red Bull coming to the finish now. Going to be down probably 40 seconds, I would believe. 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds down. Let me just try to catch up, guys. Empty says, I never trust McNugget. Why, dude? Empty, why do you not trust McNuggets? And then Aaron even says, does anyone trust McNugget? He's the most untrustworthy guy in the peloton. It must be the mustache. It's so greasy. Sorry guys, just trying to get the riders to pop up here again. Empty Arietta is exiting. Can he step up a level this year? Empty saying, as a guy who watched all of the Titama vids, the Titama vids, yeah, dude, since the start, I can't but like their pro team. Dude, I love Titama, Unibet Titama Rockets. Now they're Unibet Rose Rockets. Dude, yeah, I love their videos. I haven't watched any in a while. Yeah, dude, they're great. I love them. Which race are they at? Are they at Paris-Nice? Did they make it? No. What was the last race they were at? There's McNulty right now. That's McNuggets right there. Igor Arietta, Ivo Oliveira, Rune Haragoots, Niels Pollitt, Pavel Sivikov, and Mr. Mark Soler. Like, strong team wherever UAE goes. So over at Paris-Nice, guys, we still have Casper Pedersen and Matisse Lebert in the lead. They have got a 2-minute lead over the peloton, setting up for an incredible sprint finish, and I'm going to get some juicy points today. Will I still be number one in the world? Will Team Dudes be number one in the world? Sam Welsford coming here to the finish, guys. This is going to be close. He's 34 seconds in the green. Let me see if I can get a distance right now. Come on, give me a marker. I'm not seeing any of the markers yet, so he must be still a little ways out. Come on. I missed what it said there. He's going to have a good time no matter what. 400 meters to go. Yeah, he's not going to be in the green, guys. He's going to lose it to Hatherley at the finish. He's only 10 seconds up with about 300 meters to go. So he's going to finish behind him for sure. But really good effort here by Sam Welsford, the sprinter. 2 seconds in the red now. Who knows, was he going to finish 5-6 seconds down? He's 7, 8, 10 seconds down. That puts him into third place right there. It did pop up on screen. So Sam Welsford, the sprinter, gets third place. Really nice job. I think Alan Hatherley was a little bit concerned there for a while. He's in the hot seat. Big smile, big wave from him. Thumbs up, and the peace sign too. I'm surprised he didn't do the heart as well, dude. Let's just do that. That's the first time I've done that in my life, by the way. So I destroyed it on purpose. Yeah, Lou saying, looking at the wrong race, lol. Carapaz almost won the Giro. I know, dude. Yeah. This guy here, D. Trek saying Del Toro for sure. Yeah, I think Del Toro is just like, this is a gimme race for him almost. As long as he doesn't have any issues on course. Look at this here, guys. Del Toro through the intermediate checkpoint. Cooking it. Fastest rider through the intermediate checkpoint. 5 minutes, 39 seconds. 4 seconds ahead of Sam Welsford. So Del Toro, here we go, dude. Here we go, man. Lou saying that's Tirreno. I asked about Paris-Nice. Jonas versus a Ayuso. Dude, I don't even know what race we're talking about now. Lorenzo finishes first, almost writes the article itself. That's right. Swoosh Kid is saying Boro Hansgrohe used to have Sam Welsford. If we take a look at Sam here, let's look at his career. There he is. So 2024 and 2025, he rode for Boro Hansgrohe. Does really well early in the year. And then you don't see him as much later. Now rides for Ineos Grenadiers. So at the intermediate is Del Toro, Welsford, Christian. The finish line, it's Hatherley, Christian, Welsford. Why did I say Welsford. There's no V in his name. At the turnaround point, here's Del Toro gingerly going around the corner. And in the start shoot here, let's see who's going next. Big names come. Danny Van Poppel's coming, guys. Let's see if he diverts all over the race course. Liam Slock, Dries de Bont, Brandon Smith Rivera. This guy could be pretty fast, dudes. Brandon Smith Rivera. And Buitrago just started as well. Santiago Buitrago for Team Bahrain Victorious. Kruijswijk's on course. Abrahamson, love that guy. Del Toro, you can see, is past the midway point now. Catching up with Van Gestel. That could be a catch. I think he's only about 200 meters behind Van Gestel right now. And Vandenberg is also catching Gonzalez ahead of him. Shaw's just come to finish. Shaw did have a good time. Shaw was 10 seconds down at the intermediate, guys. Let's see if that holds up for him. Oh, the Team TT tomorrow. Yeah, Team TT at Paris-Nice tomorrow, guys. No, I didn't, Aaron. Aaron says, I wonder if Colin factored in the TTT when he picked his Velo team. No. Dude, I just butchered Paris-Nice so bad, but I'm just going to see if my experiment works. There are a couple of good climbing days where I'm going to get destroyed. I just got to hope all the other dudes that picked favorites in the climbs, maybe their climbers don't get it. I'm hoping these couple of sprint days can keep me up at the top. Empty saying, yes, Cedric Boulins looks good this year, and he should have just finished. I don't see his finish time here. Boulins should be finished. I'm surprised I don't see his time here. View the last 20 times. Cedric Boulins actually finished 57 seconds down, 31st place. So not bad. Not bad at all for him. This should be James Shaw coming to finish. He's in the red now, guys. Was 10 seconds down at the intermediate. It looks like he's going to finish about 30 seconds down. That should put him into 7th or 8th spot. 29 seconds down. Yep, there it is. 7th spot for James Shaw. James Shaw at 29 seconds down. Dog's going nuts upstairs. Joey Jojo must be awake right now. Just looking at some stuff here, guys. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, Vandenberg is right hot on the heels of Gonzalez right now. Del Toro should be seeing Van Gestel right up the road. I can see him now on screen. There's a motorbike and a car just up ahead. That will be Van Gestel riding up ahead. It's got to be 150 meters maybe. That's it. Further back, everyone looks pretty spaced out evenly. Abrahamson looks like he's having a good ride, though. Pulling away from Molinar on screen there, catching up with Tonelli. Santiago Buitrago on course. He's 3 minutes into his effort. At about 3.5 kilometers into the course right now, guys. Okay, here's a good time. Tord Gudmestad for decathlon finishes at 13:03. That's 7th place. So that'll bump James Shaw down into 8th place. Wait a second here. They got that stat screwed up. Okay, times must have been just bouncing around there. 7th, 8th. So now it's Julius Vandenberg who came through for Picnic Postinel. Here is that catch at the finish. Vandenberg actually passes a rider at the very finish. And so those times are all coming in so close together. James bounces around from 7th down to 8th. Vandenberg jumps into 7th place. And Gudmestad, who was in, I think they said 7th, got pushed back to 10th place. Lots going on, dudes. Del Toro's going to have a nice time. Which I didn't think he'd do this well. Remember, the big guns are still coming. Aaron saying, love me some TTT. Can we rank the TTT? Oh, dudes, okay, guys, I will get back on the polls today. Here's Del Toro catching his 1 minute man, I believe. This should be Van Gestel. Yep, he passes him with 1.5 kilometers to go. Actually, 2 kilometers to go here. Yeah, these riders are coming like head on at each other, and in a lot, I don't think there's even a boulevard in between them. There might be in places. Pan flat along the beach. Tom saying the TTT at Paris-Nice is going to be scored based on each rider's time, not on the 5th rider. They may be long. Oh, I like that. So each rider's time, meaning if you suck, you suck. You could just get decimated out there. If you're really good, you could pick up the GC right there. I like that. Okay, yeah, it looks like I scrolled back a bit too far there, guys. Ooh, Eddie's saying thoughts on Paul signing with, you know who we're talking about, Paul S. with UAE in the future, since rumor has it he will not sign a new deal with his current team. Is that true, dude? I heard him saying, did you see on the Strada Bianca, guys, where Poggy dropped it and Paul came back to him? He did come back to him. Then the next camera shot showed him drop back. He did complain a little bit afterwards that he said that Del Toro was blocking him, like trying to impede him on purpose. Possibly, I don't know. Seau will be on Team Tricolor after French government buys a team and the license, hoping to win Tour de France race after 40 years in the desert. Eno will be the DS. Dude, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. eBay winnings, eBay profits coming in, guys. eBay profits coming in. I just saw a notification. The TTT at the Tour de France will also be scored by each individual. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't like when they give it to like the fourth or fifth rider on the team. If you fall out the back, you should be penalized. You just don't have the ability to hang. It would be the same as falling out of the back of the peloton. You just don't have the ability. And so Del Toro goes through. Ooh, it's still Hatherley, guys. Del Toro finishes 6 seconds behind Hatherley. Okay, so I expected a good TT for Del Toro, but I think by the time it comes to the end, it's not going to look that impressive. Brandon Smith-Rivero going out next, guys. If we look at Del Toro, just his previous results, he's not a TT guy. He's a GC climber, right? We'll try to find, here's 25th at the UAE Tour this year in the individual time trial. Let's look at last year. 5th at the World Championships in the individual time trial. Like, good, but not the best. What else can we pull out for him here from the stats? 36th at the Giro in the individual time trial. 12th on the first individual time trial, which was closer to this distance. That was 13.7. Today we're at 11.5. At the Basque Country, 15th. So not the best, but really good. Bouncing back again here. Oh, Joey's doing some stuff up there with the dogs. Tell him to get away from something. Oh. Empty saying he is up in 2027 at Decathlon, but I think it's unlikely he signs with UAE. I think he will re-sign just before it runs out, or he will sign with Ineos. Lou Saint Sejas for Ineos. Sexy, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, I mean, if he went to UAE, they could win every race on the planet. They could literally win every race on the planet. The team would be just too stacked. Poggy will still be there. Yeah, Poggy could still be there quite easily. I think Poggy gave a nice compliment to Paul, the kid as he calls him. Poggy being ancient at 27. Is 27 even an adult yet? Yeah, I guess it's getting close, right? If you're old like me, you're allowed to say that. My daughter's 25. Still a child, really. Oh, yeah, more. Oh, I did sell another game. Oh, yes, nice. Sorry, guys. Eddie saying the 2025 runner-up at the Tour de Langkawi, Andreas Haaland Johansson, is at Tirreno. And the winner of Langkawi in 2025, Joris Delbove, races in Paris-Nice. Dude, love the Langkawi stuff, man. It's awesome. Drew, bonjour, tutti, from southern Colorado up in the San Luis Valley. Yep, Lou. Makes sense. He had to do his job as a domestique, Del Toro versus Sea at Strada Bianche, but I don't think he ever had a chance. Aaron's asking, what did you post on eBay? Coins? Dude, I posted, well, I think I just sold this one. I posted some old Game Boy Advance games. Guys, I've been carrying these around for like 25 years. you know, stuff like this. So I just sold a cart. I didn't show you guys. I had a game called Ogre Battle 64. It's for the N64. You can tell by the cartridge. I sold that one for $215 for a cartridge that I probably played in 1996 or something like that. I think that's when the game was out. Now maybe later than that. But like before 2000, I haven't touched it in over 20 years. Probably in 25 years I haven't touched it. So that, yes, I do have a couple of Silver Maple Leafs on there right now. But actually, I think I tried to list it and they wouldn't let me list it. They said there's too many listed right now. Let's take a look back here, guys. So it's Del Toro, Welsford, Jan at the intermediate. And at the finish, it's Hatherley, Del Toro, and Christian. Buitrago on course right now, cooking along at 52k an hour. Hatherley's time averaged 54k an hour. Next to start, Vincenzo Albanese, Sean Flynn. Groschartner will have a good time, I'm assuming. Fernando Gaviria, the sprinter, will be here. Attila Valter, love this guy. Quintana will be here. Wow, guys, look at this. Giulio Pellizzari, Larry Warboss. God, there's tons of good names coming up. Valentin Madouas. Nason's coming. Dude, lots of good names still coming here over at the 61st Tirreno-Adriatico. And, oh yeah, dudes, the other thing is, in case you guys are really curious, I used to be huge into this, okay? This is what I used to be huge into. I'm not sure how well that shows up on screen. Doot, doot, doot. This is a war game system. And when I say war game system, I mean like olden days, guys. This is olden days stuff where you played like on these maps with like hexes and you use little counters. Use counters like this. You know, can you guys, I hope you guys can see that stuff. So this is unpunched. Oh yeah, that map is green, so it's not going to show up. I'm watching a replay. This is hilarious. Guys, that is a green map, so with my green screen in the background, it's not going to show up. But yeah, so each one of these will have a bunch of stuff in it. A historical battle that really occurred. Wow. Santiago Buitrago gets 6th fastest time, guys. Nice. So yeah, dudes, I'm selling a bunch of this stuff too. Just a bunch of stuff I've got in the basement. I'm like, I gotta sell this. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. Yeah, Nintendo 64. Yeah, a child is considered an adult when they move out of their house and they live on their own and they don't scam mom and dad for money continuously. There's that too. Like ours do. Yeah, if that was true, Britney Spears is an adult at 15 and now she barely qualifies now. Yeah, she has lost her mind. Drew saying, how about this? Isaac can within 20 kilometers of winning the Giro came within 20 kilometers of winning the Giro last year. His contract $800K per year with mandated renegotiations with any Grand Tour victory. Did UAE save 1.5 million euros by not pushing Isaac to chase Simon Yates? Yeah, dude. Maybe that's what they were thinking. It's a good theory. Aaron saying his first intersection with the game system was a ColecoVision. Dude, I played ColecoVision too. And then shortly Atari 800. Oh, Decathlon on Atari 800 was a joystick workout. Wasn't the Atari 800 PC though? They had a computer system. Yeah, they had a computer system. So the original Atari video game system console, the Atari 2600. And then they had a PC system with a keyboard, the Atari 400 and the Atari 800. Through the intermediate checkpoint, here it is, Ineos Grenadiers, Brandon Smith Rivera down only 4 seconds. This guy is fast. This guy is fast. Just looking at some other intermediates here. Dries de Bont down 15 seconds at the intermediates. Another good time there. But Brandon Smith Rivera could be on something special here today, guys. It's only 4 seconds. Tucked right in. Watching his turnaround again. Let's just see this. This is at the 180 turnaround, the hairpin turn. I don't know if he locked his back tire up there for a second. Gets out of the corner really nicely. Juices the power right up, back into aero mode. Let's take a look here and see if anyone's getting caught. Yeah, right away here you can see Rivera. He's opening the gap between himself and Baggioli. Trying to close on Dries de Bont. Dries de Bont's having a good ride too, catching Slock. Danny Van Poppel, apparently he's all over the course at this point. Yeah, I don't like the dogs growling at each other. I just heard Joey say, "Stop it!" My hearing's too good, guys. N64 was great. Yeah, guys, so I just got a whole bunch of old carts laying around. I sold Ocarina of Time, classic game. Just sold Ogre Battle. I sold another one too. I can't even remember what it is now. GoldenEye. I sold GoldenEye off. Guys, I'm getting like 50, 60 bucks for all these carts. Eddie's asking who's the underrated world team in the next 3 years. Well, I'm sure everyone can speculate a little bit here. I'll think about that. Let me catch... Aaron saying that is some conspiracy level stuff. Let's go. Dude, who doesn't like a good conspiracy? Love it. I kind of fall asleep to that stuff every night, guys. Being an adult and a responsible adult are two different things. Exactly. My adults still want to be under my car insurance. I'm like, as soon as you change your address, you're off. You can't do that here. Empty. Indeed, UAE saved some money on that one. Yeah, $800,000, $700,000. Eddie's asking which world team will be struggled in the next 3 years or potentially relegated. Dude, I'd have to look at all the team standings. We could do that after. Okay, Don. Atari 800 XL had a keyboard, but was hardly a computer. It had good games. Oh, yeah, you're right, Don. My friend had it. He tried to do some game coding way back when on it. He designed like a World War II, you're in like a bunker shooting dudes coming at you. It was, dude, I at the time I was mesmerized. I'm like, what are you doing here, man? Yep, Van Poppel gets another yellow card. Could you imagine he gets a yellow card for deviating during a time trial? Just chop someone right off. Aaron saying Pong, Decathlon, Star Raiders, etc. Neighbor had one. I think an original Nintendo was the first one we had. Mine was, I kind of grew up, I played ColecoVision. I kind of grew up with Intellivision. And then our first system would have been, we might have had like the system that just had Pong on it. You know, with the little dial, you know, dude. But our first system was a Nintendo. Drew's asking, will UAE give him leader status at a Giro or Vuelta when Taddy skips those? Dudes, so let's take a look at that. Isaac Del Toro, let's look at his season. He's not doing the Giro this year, guys. Why? Why is he not doing the Giro? Tirreno-Adriatico, Milan-San Remo, Basque Country, Rhone Alps, then Tour de France. That's going to be good. Del Toro and Poggi working together at the Tour de France. Ugh. So I wonder who's going to be the Giro leader for UAE. I'd have to go through all the teams, guys. Vincenzo Albanese, 18 seconds down at the halfway point. Ivan Garcia Cortina, 34 seconds down. But it's Brandon Rivera-Smith. That's the one I'm really watching right now. And where is he on course? He's just over 10 kilometers in, so the camera's going to cut back to him right away. Groschartner out on course. He will have a good time as well. And yeah, we're seeing some gaps opening up. You see a lot of these. Flynn to Mayo here. Pedersen to Tolio. Dries de Bont will have a good time. Danny Van Poppel. 1 minute, 19 seconds down overall. No deviations today. He kept a straight line all the way. Lou saying Astana and Movistar underrated. Yeah, I haven't really heard much about Movistar lately. Like, just not the same team anymore. At UAE, Del Toro will always be one of the leaders. I thought he was doing the Giro, but never the sole leader. Eddie saying, I think Picnic Postel is the only World Tour team yet to win any race so far. Let's see who they got here. Start list for Picnic. They used to have Oscar only as of last year. That was their guy. So at this race, okay, Pavel Bittner, here's Sean Flynn. He's on course right now. We saw Vandenberg set a quick time earlier today. John Degenkolb, their senior sprinter at 37 years old. Wow, he's got a ton of points. Ton of points there. 10 stages at La Vuelta, but back in 2012, 14 and 15. That was his prime. 14, 15, right in that area. Well, 13 as well. He won Paris Tours. Won the green jersey at the Vuelta a España in 2014. Team Picnic Post NL. Warren Barguil, you know, older climber. Bittner's one of their hot shots right now for sprinting. Degenkolb's older. Just looking, they still have Fabio Jakobsen seems like he's been around forever. He's only 29. Yeah, they don't really have a GC guy, do they? They just don't. They had one. They had only as of last year. Money, folks. It's called money. Everyone needs money. Großschartner catching his 1 minute man right now. Brandon Rivera is not going to be in the lead here, guys. He's already 15 seconds down, so he faded in the back end even more. Alan Hatherley still in first place. 23 seconds down for Brandon Smith Rivera here. Next to start, Attila Valter's going out. Xandro Maurice, Nairo Quintana. Will he win today? No, he won't win today. Larry Warboss, Pellizzari. I like this guy here. I like Pellizzari. Look, Sheffield. Here we go. Magnus Sheffield here. The big American rider. Big gun. Let's go, dude. Kind of like, can I pull him up here? Yeah, I can. Really strong time trialist. Already has a 6th place finish this year in the time trial. Last year, he 31st at one of the Spanish ones. The Giro d'Italia, 5th at the first. That was the team time trial. Ooh, that was a good team time trial too, wasn't it? Yeah, they did well there. 17th at the Dauphiné individual time trial. Yeah, I'm going to watch this guy. He's going to do really well here. Sheffield will do quite well here, guys. More coffee. Don Lurd Cody on the Commodore 64. Aaron saying, was the Zelda soundtrack good or bad or just ubiquitous? It was repetitive, and that made it so great. He's not doing it because Almeida won a GC Glory. I think it was Almeida that was supposed to be at Paris-Nice and pulled out at the last second. I think it was him. It was either this or that race. I can't remember now. Swoosh says, can we chill on the Danny redirect? Dude, I like him. I still like him. It's just fun. Almeida is on the Giro, so they need him in the Tour. Drew saying Euros. Why IDT? IDT? Why? Dude, Isaac Del Toro not doing the Giro. Dude, I don't know. I thought he was doing it. I thought he was. So, you know, the team lineups, unless it's somewhere else, maybe on the Giro's website, I have no idea who's lined up right now for UAE. Where's Großschartner? Großschartner chasing hard after his 1 minute man here. Let's take a look at intermediates. Do we have any other fast movers here? Looks pretty standard. Looks like Kevin Jenates here, only 18 seconds down. At the finish line, still Hatherley, Del Toro, Christian Welsford, Bax, Buitrago, Tratnik, Smith Rivera, Vendrome, and Julius Vandenberg. Pedersen just goes through here in 12th place. Not a bad time here. Watching that pop up. So it looks like my Flow Bikes feed is about 15 seconds behind all the time, guys. I could tell just by how that popped up. Yeah, Aaron saying if Danny Van Poppel chills in the sprint, we can chill. He was the leader in the clubhouse with yellow cards last year, I think. Yeah, I think he was too. Don saying I agree. Movistar's not been the same since peak Nairo Quintana days. We get to see Quintana today. Every time I hear Picnic, dude, me too. I think of picnics. Soudal Quickstep, that's another one. Yeah, that could be an underrated team. Picnic is too, this is from Lou. Picnic is too broke for a GC guy. That's why Oscar only left. Yeah, I mean, that guy was the superstar on that team. And yeah, like that's a World Tour team that does not have. Guys, let's look at that. Let's look at Picnic. Tell me who their GC leader is going to be at the Tour de France. Dig deep, guys. Start digging deep. Go deep into the vault on this one. Anyone? They're just going for stage wins. They don't have a GC guy. They do not have a GC leader. Like, Pavel Bittner could win a stage. They probably could have some guys that go on breakaways. Jakobsen could still win a stage if he's there. Really no big GC rider there. Okay, let's see Großschartner here, how he's doing. How did Großschartner do at the... Ooh, here we go, guys. Yes, dude. Großschartner, Del Toro's teammate, goes through 0.2 of a second ahead of Del Toro at the intermediate checkpoint. See if there's any team tactics going on here today, guys. Hey, Großschartner, slow it down a bit. Slow it down. Probably no time bonifications at the finish, I don't think. Aaron's saying, how about a world where teams make a draft every year for riders to balance out the teams? Yeah. Empty saying that Picnic might not exist in 2 years. They don't have a title sponsor for next year. Yeah, they obviously have a money problem. They can't keep a GC guy around. Like, why would you want to be there? Swooshka's asking, hey, Aaron, you know who led the yellow card? Was the MiG missile taking out Sagan? Who was that, dude? Who's the MiG missile? Picnic next sponsor will be Saudi something or other. Lou doesn't even touch the coffee. I drink Assam tea mixed with my chai tea these days. No need for coffee now. Dude, I'm always on the coffee. Yeah, I'm really bad. Have 3, 4 in the morning. 1, maybe 2 in the afternoon. Body's tuned into the caffeine, guys. It is my drug of choice. Okay, yeah, Lou. Okay, so it's going to be Almeida and Vine over at the Giro. Del Toro not doing the Giro. Tudor is probably going to be a World Tour team instead of Picnic. The only problem is, guys, that's not for 3 years. It's a 3-year cycle. So we just did our 3-year cycle in 2025. That's where we saw Uno X come up to World Tour from Pro. Who else did? Cofidis? Or did they get relegated? I can't remember now. So it's going to be 3 full years. So, I mean, riders could come and go very easy in that time. They'll be bringing riders in to get their UCI points. Felix Großschartner here, 1 kilometer to the finish, is smoking along, guys. 1 kilometer to the finish, and he's got 1 minute over Del Toro. 40 seconds to go here, guys, for Felix Großschartner here. I don't think he's going to surpass Hatherley here. Be very close to Del Toro. Actually, I think he might finish behind Del Toro here. 400 meters to go. He's got 22 seconds in hand, roughly. Trying to look at the camera angle there. As Aaron says, Nairo Quintana could never TT. Never could. Even in his peak. Yeah, Don. Picnic should have yearly bake sales or weekly bake sales at every race to raise money. Empty, you're right. Dude, I saw that too. Max Poole is on that team. He is a good rider. I just don't know if he's like the GC guy. But he is a good rider. I think he's a British rider too. Großschartner goes through 8 seconds down. So he's actually behind Del Toro at the finish. Hatherley sitting there. He's got a stash too, man. Nice stash on. It's not greasy. It isn't greasy. Yeah, we need some big money. Petronas could step in and sponsor Picnic. Petronas, Picnic, Postonel, PPP, Tri-P, PPP, PP. Don saying as long as Almeida can stay healthy and Jay Vine avoids kangaroo crossings, they could do quite well. Yeah, bake sales. Could you imagine? Guys, we were hurting this year. We tried our specialty cookies here. Yeah, dude, I love it. At all the summits. Oh, the Manx missile. Sorry, guys. The Manx missile. Mark Cavendish. Yeah. Yeah, Patronus focusing on F1. Still doesn't sound as good, dude. It'll never sound as good as it did in the past. They might as well just do what BMW does in their cars and just pipe the music in through speakers or the sound in through speakers. Yes, but if dude, I hear what you're saying. If they don't, yeah. What happens if a team bombs out? That's a good point you made there, Empty. Saying yes, but if Picnic is not able to get their finances in order, Tudor might get their spot as soon as next year. Otherwise, they will be World Tour in 3 years. Okay, so Empty, I think we're saying the same thing. So 3-year cycle, but if Picnic just vanishes, Tudor moves up, or someone would step in and buy that license from Picnic. Yeah, you could just buy your way into the World Tour, right? If you have enough money, you just buy your way in. You get the World Tour license, and that would keep Tudor down at pro for the next 3 years, I think. Court is also quite exciting. So here's Sheffield in the start shoot, guys. He's ready to go out now. Actually, he's gone. If I look, where is that? Might have been from earlier. Actually, they don't show Sheffield. Just started 41 seconds ago. Okay, that's why he's not showing up on screen. There he is right now, just on screen now. We've got 2 time notifications for him for some reason. Do we have any fast guns going through intermediates? Any changes? Nothing different yet. Xander Maurice was pretty quick going through there. I'm not sure if I've seen his finish yet. No, we haven't. Xander Maurice, he was Alpecin DeKoinik, a.k.a. Alpecin Premier Tech. I think he rides for Pinarello Q36.5 now. Xander Maurice. I think he was in a breakaway last year too. Yep, he is. He's Pinarello Q36.5. I think this guy was at the Tour de France last year, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. And I was going to say he was in a couple breakaways right here. 147 on the Mont Ventoux day, 57 Ks on the Carcassonne day. Yeah. Now for Pinarello Q36.5. What's the name of the guy that looks like the actor, Jude Law? Remember we joked about that a lot last year. I forget his name already. He looks just like Jude Law to me. Lou saying Max Poole can definitely get stages. I thought he'd be a better GC guy too. Dude, maybe he'll improve. Trippy, dudes. That could be it. App and VPP are already taking. Oh, okay, so Empty saying it's the next team in the ranking. Okay. So if Picnic vanished, the next team down would step up, I guess. Yeah. Patrolas with your wand. Drew saying his first spectation at a bike race was the 1974 Red Zinger. Wasn't Red Zinger a T? I think Red Zinger was like a... Am I right about that? Oh, there was a bike team called Celestial Seasonings. That was the T. Okay. Washington Park Criterium. The Stetnas were dominating. The Russians were there, lived 4 blocks away. Yeah, the Russians probably rode with beards. Okay, Pellizzari, dudes, comes through pretty quick here. Pellizzari is only 1 second down at the halfway point. 1 second down for Pellizzari. Actually, they're giving him 0.3 of a second down at the halfway point. So Pellizzari's onto something here, guy, for Red Bull. Don't forget, we got Red Bull here, guys. We haven't even really mentioned them yesterday. There's Pellizzari right there, guys. So Groschartner, Del Toro, Pellizzari, top 3 at the intermediates. Don remembers. Jude Law, I remember the conversation, but forget the dude. I think he rides for Alpecin Premier Tech. Dude, let's do it just for giggles here. Alpecin Premier Tech. New pictures. I hope he still looks like Jude Law. And he's gone. I think he's gone from the team. Wow, where did he go? Yeah, I think he's gone from the team. Where did that dude end up? Yeah, he was a Jude Law lookalike. He's not there anymore. He would stand out. Maybe someone else. You have to go back to the videos from last year, guys. Aaron, all of England looks like Jude Law. Bye-bye picnic. Bring back Jelly Belly. Bring back Jelly Belly. Okay, dudes. Yeah, Pellizzari on a heater, guys. Max Walscheid out there now. Okay, let me get this refreshed because it's not showing up. Give me my dudes. Here's Sheffield rocking it, chasing after DePreto right now. Moving along pretty good. Pellizzari cooking it, catching Warbass. Warbass is fast too, guys. Maurice will be finishing fairly quickly. Let's see Maurice finish, and then it's going to be a quick nature break time. Yeah, Sheffield's going to do good. Go USA. 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 You know. Yeah, Xander Maurice was 9th through at the intermediates. Where is he going to finish? Should pop up right away, guys. As you can see here, he's 600-700 meters to the finish. Camera might cut away right now. Actually, we cut to the start chute to see one of the Nipo guys head out. Nipo Fantini, I think. A guy named Carlos Sumudio. Don saying that guy, he's no longer racing bikes. He's in Hollywood, a Jude Law stunt double. Good one, Don. Redzinger was Mrs. Mo Siegel's first stage race. Named for the tea company's Celestial Seasonings Herbal Red Tea. Guys, I do kind of remember it. The race was sold to Coors, and then Mo sponsored the Redzinger team. Okay. Dude, so I did, yeah, Redzinger was one of their teas. Celestial Seasonings also had a team. Eddie saying, if I say Picnic Post cannot survive next year, which rider from that team will go to? I think maybe you're talking Max Poole, because like we were saying, he might be their guy that can get stages. Xandro coming in here. Yeah, he's going to be 20-something seconds down. Not a bad finish for him, though. That puts him in 12th place overall. Sheffield moving good here, guys. Sheffield tied at 5:33 through the intermediate checkpoint. And they've actually given it to him at 54.2k an hour. Half a second ahead. Ooh, Max Walscheid. He was fast too. So we got two fast riders here. Where's Walscheid right now? Oh, he's behind Sheffield on course. This will be interesting. So these two are the fastest riders out there right now. Walscheid here for Lidl Trek. Is he Lidl Trek? Sure looks like it. Yeah, he is Lidl Trek. And Magnus Sheffield here, the American for Ineos Grenadiers. Watching Max Walscheid right now on screen. So he's chasing after Sheffield on course. So he's getting some good time points. Yeah, it gets the same time, but slightly down. Aaron says, where did that dude end up as a whole new video series? Someone on YouTube has a series called What WTF Happened To. Some are very funny. Tom Dumoulin was great. Okay, dude, I'll have to watch that. Akoff at Soudal. Max Poole, Bjorn Court, Ineos. Okay. Eddie's saying, I think Petronas have sponsored 80 million Mercedes F1 team, but not the highest sponsor. Dude, it's way higher than that, dude. I remember back in the day, they said Ferrari's budget was 500 million. Way higher. Dude, think about it. If UAE's budget is 60 million, you know an F1 team's budget is like 8-9 times that. Anyone else know any data on that? I mean, maybe that's just one sponsor of the team. Maybe Patronus kicks in 80 and Mercedes kicks in 200 million. Aaron saying nothing like a good beer sponsor in cycling. Do not ride drunk kids. Drew got a red Zinger team cap. Whose head was it on? From when they stayed 2 nights at our Vale Doubletree Inn, 1986. Lost it a few years ago. Probably some pro rider left it in the room. Drew found it. He checked into the same room 3 days later. It was tucked under the bed. Drew found it, lost it. Aaron saying, update for PN, status quo, check back with 10 kilometers to go. Oh, Paris-Nice. Paris-Nice, yes, dude. I'm like, PN? Yeah, dude, let's take a quick look. Drew's giving us the update. Status quo. Yeah, you're right. 2 guys out front battling for the points, for the climbs. Peloton 2 minutes back. Nothing happening over here, guys. I don't even have video coverage. Video coverage actually starts in 20 minutes at Paris-Nice. Pellizzari cooking it, dudes. Pellizzari cooking it here. Come on. Oh, dude, this is going to be close. 300 meters to go. He has 20 seconds. He's going to finish behind. Wait for the finish line here. Remember, this is going to pop up right before I see the finish here. Pellizzari, 7 seconds, 6. 5 seconds. Close, but no cigar, dude. Close. Alan Hatherley survives. This rider from South Africa. Pellizzari, 7 seconds down. There we go. It just pops in now. So in this case, Flow Bikes was ahead of PCS. 7 seconds down. Nice ride for Pellizzari. GC contender of the future, guys. Okay, just watching a replay of Pellizzari. Rode full disc wheel on the back. I'm going to pay attention and see if everyone's doing that. Heineken Post NL. I should say Post. I think they say Post. Okay, yeah, that's their main sponsor. Okay, so Formula One main sponsor. Okay, that's their 80 million. Nope. Drew saying their manager gave it to me fresh in the bag. I unloaded 20 suitcases, and the long story is epic. Oh, Drew, we might. Can you give us a compressed version of the long story, Drew? Aaron saying he hopes he lost the cap going 90K down from Independence Pass. Swoosha saying if you need it, have a couple of adult beverages. Come on! Sheffield cooking it too now, guys. Watch out for Sheffield coming. We're going to watch this. Chasing hard after De Preto. Valscheid looks like he's even right now with Sheffield. Look at this huge gap between Valscheid and this rider here, Marcellus. Massive gap. You can almost squeeze another rider in there. Massive gap there, guys. These two are both absolutely slamming the pedals. Watt bombs going off. It's like the Watt apocalypse out there, guys. It's the full Iron Man, you know, where he's standing there, Tony Stark, and the goes off in the background. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. I need that meme personally running in the background all the time. Gets me motivated. Drew saying either lost or stolen. What? Eddie's asking how many budgets for World Team to do any races per year. Maybe you're asking what is the budget. I think UE is 60 million. I think Visma's budget is about 60 million euros. Yeah, Aaron, it does seem insane that 30 years ago, pro cyclists were just wearing caps. Caps or the leather fishnet helmets. Okay, dudes, here comes Sheffield now. Sheffield could be our new leader. Okay, he's got 24 seconds. He's catching De Preto on the finish line. 200 meters to go. Sheffield is launching it, guys. Full aero tuck. 15 seconds to go. He should take it. Sheffield, he does. Now we've got a bit of a delay. Sheffield takes it by 4 seconds over Hatherley here, guys. Great job, Hatherley. Time to step down. Magnus Sheffield takes over, the American. Yep, Hatherley gives the wave, thumbs up. He knew that was coming. Next to start, guys, big names coming. Alaphilippe's coming. Clement Champoussin is coming as well. Another name I love saying. Try to Frenchify that as much as I... Champoussin. Clement Champoussin. As much as I possibly can. Just like my Italian champagne. Everyone liked that one. I'm glad you guys like. Timon Aaronsman's coming. Jai Hindley, Giulio Ciccone, Carapaz, Degenkolb, Ilan van Wilder, Domin Novak, Mathieu van der Poel, the best looking guy in cycling, guys. I'm just going to say that out loud right now. Just going to say it. Whatever. Yeah, parked it. Tiberi, Jorgensen, Aspirin coming up soon. Top 10, we'll probably have our 2-minute intervals. Guys, it's a good time for a nature break right now. Dudes, Inside Cycling World, Colin, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being part of this awesome community. We actually have 39 people here, which actually really surprises me today. Dudes, you guys, what makes... Oh, dudes, bang time, bang time. Bang time. Volscheid knocks Sheffield out of the hot seat like 30 seconds after Sheffield probably sat down in the hot seat. I wonder if he even went to it. He beat him by 1/10 of a second. 1/10 of a second. Max Volscheid. This dude, 32 years old, from Germany. Yes, dude, this is what I want to see. Look at this, guys. Full-size man. He's 1.99 meters tall. He's probably 3 inches taller than me. 4 inches taller than me. He weighs 91 kilos. Full-size man. Yes, dude. Get it. Knocks Sheffield out. So, unfortunate for Sheffield, who I was really cheering for him. Max Volscheid comes through and takes it at the finish. 12 minutes, 34 and a half seconds. Sheffield, they're saying here 0.4 seconds down at the finish line. Wow. That's awesome. Before I go, what's going on out here? Just have a quick peek. Looks all pretty static there right now. Dudes, sip of coffee, nature break. We'll be right back. And we're back. Inside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance, guys. And training excellence. Dudes, just saw these laying around. And you're probably wondering what they are. Hang on a second. Okay, just getting caught up. Is it because MVDP uses Alpecin? Yes. Yes, dude. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. Long story. This is Drew. Long story. Part 1. Our sales manager woman smiled and said, "We cannot earn any food and bev dollars because Red Zinger's team is sponsored all around town." Part 2. When I met Mike in a Ryder truck, Ryder is rental trucks, full of baggage, I asked him, "Where are you eating tonight?" He said, "Don't know. Got a restaurant here?" I said, "Yeah. Come look at the menu." Where's part 3? Do we have a part 3? Part 3. Where's part 3? Oh, yeah. Aaron, yeah. Bang time, not a sexual reference. Or is it? Or is it? Okay. Colin could give an ad about MVDP's head of hair. He is a leg man. No judgment in this pod. That's right, dude. Yeah, Matthew Vanderpool probably has the best legs out there. Here we go. I think we missed part 3, but I'm not sure. Our chef came out to meet Mike. He ordered 16 identical plates of my fave dinner and 8 bottles of red, 8 bottles of white, 16 water. We got some details here, and 8 were flat, 8 were Perrier. Drew remembers all this. 5 kilos of salad, 5 kilos of pasta with butter. I love it. Dudes, more stuff I found. What do we got here? I didn't actually list them on eBay yet. I should. I just thought about that. What are we looking at, guys? Unused dog booties. Okay? Real booties that real dog mushers use. Not those fake plastic ones or leather ones you see that you pick up for your normal pets. Real booties, Velcro, really simple. You know, you put it on the dogs like this, and then you kind of cinch it around, and you just do that on their feet, and then they run along in these little booties, and it protects their feet from getting ice balls. It's not meant to really protect their feet from getting cold. It's sharp ice and mostly ice balls. As the dogs kind of sweat through their feet, the heat melts any snow, and then ice balls can actually form in there. It's the ice balls that damage their feet. They just kind of like a little ice ball will be on the fur, and it just starts working its way. And then the dog's pad will develop what we call like a little strawberry, I guess, like a skin abrasion. And then eventually you will lose your dog out there because their feet will be so sore. So yeah, I think I have 146 dog booties here. If you guys are interested, they will be up on eBay immediately. Hopefully we got a lot of crunchy noise going on here in the background. Let's throw that over there into the archive over at the Inside Cycling World 10x10 Cube of Cycling Dominance. The name's changing all the time, guys. I think it was Dawn that gave it the name Cycling Dominance, so I'm going to stick with that because Dawn's OG, beyond OG. Okay. So they had the special meal at the restaurant, and then they did the Vail Pass time trial. They crushed it. Then I bought a poster, had Red Zinger team sign it. Yeah, that's OG memories there. That's like from the 70s, guys. That's from the 70s. Who is the Mike in that story, is Aaron's asked. Yeah, who's Mike? Where is Mike these days? Jai Hindley in the start shoot, guys. And I'm going to go back here. At the intermediate, we got Tibor Del Grosso, 26 seconds down. Davide Bass, 25 seconds down. Alessandro Pinarello, 23 seconds down. Here's a nice time. Roman Ermakov, 16 seconds down. That gives him 15th place overall at the intermediate. And everything was saying, wow, look, that's unbelievable. Okay, yeah, they've got some goofy times going on here. Oh, that's the intermediate, sorry. Hatherley sitting in third right now behind Max Falscheid and Sheffield, Del Toro, Pelizzari, Groschartner, Christian, Sam Welsford, Bax, and Buitrago. I was looking at the intermediate there. I'm like, how is he 10th at the finish now? How did so many people get ahead of him? That was the intermediate. So Alan Hatherley had a really, really hot second part of the time trial, which we'll call bang time. That's just a given here on here now, guys. We have entered bang time mode. Think about that however you want. This video is not made for children, by the way. I actually have to declare that when I do streams. Is this made for the children? Nope, it's not. Got to cover all the bases, guys. Yeah, dog booties probably would have sold faster 2 months ago. Yeah, I think I put them online on Facebook Marketplace. I said $150 takes them all. There's 140 for them. They're generally $2 a booty. They're brand new. Some dog musher will see them and be all excited. The 10x10 Cube of Cycling Dominance and Excellence. We're going to add that in too. Eddie's saying, I guess they're streaming something over in the Giro d'Italia YouTube channel. Kids, please do not Google dog booties. Or if you do, add G-rated. Eddie's saying, should cycling road races have free live stream in YouTube? Dude, pretty much none of them do. Like, I think the UCI World Championships was shown for free. The Tour de France is not free. The Giro's not free. The Vuelta's not free. I think there's some local channels that will show some of the smaller. Wow. Oh my. That front, Jai Hindley's front chainring looks absolutely massive. It looks like it's this big. Like, I don't know. Is he running a 70? It is so freaking huge on his bike. It's insane. Jai Hindley, 9.4 kilometers to go here. Looking for some more fast times coming through, guys. I think Jai could do well here too. He must be thinking he could do well running that pie plate on the front of his bike. Then head to Cafe Colorado and try the Angel Hair Pasta. Mike was the Zinger team equipment manager, and we ended up with $1,200 in F&B sales, dinner. I'm not sure what an F&B sale is. I could make something for the time and errands has just started. Dude, nice. Look at this. Mentioned his name earlier, Luca Giammi. Luca Giammi. Remember this name, dudes. This guy. I had him picked until I realized I have to have the team the whole way. Like I said, I thought I could pick it different every day. I don't know why I thought that. He just finished 9th overall. Luca Giammi, 9th overall. Young dude over on UAE. They know how to develop talents. That was also kind of a giveaway for me. He's a young dude. Time trial specialist. He should be pretty decent. Oh, Giulio Ciccone comes out with the first Spaceballs helmet here, guys. The first Spaceballs that I've seen. I hate those helmets. So goofy looking. Intermediate time, Menino Moro. This guy right here, will this come up? Yeah, for Movistar. He's got a pretty decent time. He's 13 seconds behind at the first intermediate timing. Looking good for him there. Mark Donovan, 15 seconds down for Pinarello Q36.5. Bigger rider. 26-year-old out of, looks like Penrith, I believe. Back to the chat. Drew just wrote a memoir for his book. Drew saying, I never saw the poster they signed. Finally found it in that loser sales manager's offer. Dude, you're a loser. Whoever you are. Whoever the sales manager is. Affixed to the wall with theft-proof fixtures. Oh, she sucked. The end. Case closed. Good story, Drew. I like it. Definition of ICW, Inside Cycling World bang time. Time in phase 1 or phase 2 that Watt bombs are being dropped, and time check show new, possibly surprising new leader. Bang time. So it's bang time for me 24/7, folks. That's how I roll. I'm always in bang time mode. Julian Alaphilippe, 18 seconds down at the intermediate, guys. So Julian's going to have a good time, but it's not going to be anything that's going to set the world on fire. Always love this guy. I think the first time I saw Julian Alaphilippe was at... Don't do that. Let's see if we can find him over here. On this side of the page. We may not be able to right now. His name will pop up here right away. I think the first time I watched Julian Alaphilippe was way back at the Tour of California. See if anyone else remembers that. Jai Hindley threw at the intermediate at 14 seconds down. Jakob Atruba down at 22.5 seconds down. It's going to start getting really interesting now, guys. Next to start, Richard Carapaz, John Degenkolb, Willem van Wilder, Mathieu van der Poel. Hope he's got his hair washed nicely. Blonde, highlights. Let's go. Next lines, Marco Frigo. Tiberi goes out at 19th, right ahead of Jorgensen. That's going to be interesting. Javier Romo, Roglic, Storer, Bettiol, Arts Hoop could be another. I could see him placing quite well. Ghana, 10th. Starts behind Jonathan. That's going to be cool to watch that one. 2 Italians. TT Specialist versus the best sprinter in the world on the men's side. We'll be chasing after Jonathan Milan. Got 4 Italians in a row right there. Mulberger, Ben Healy, Pavel Bittner for Team Picnic. He's a good rider. Pavel Bittner is a good rider. Benoit Cosnefroy is the last rider to go to. Ethan Hayter. Ethan Hayter has a TT on him as well, guys. So watch out for this guy at the very end. Riding for Soudal Quickstep. I think someone else earlier mentioned it's probably one of the underrated teams out there. Fact about Richard Carapaz. He was the second Ecuadorian to win gold at the Olympics. Who was the first? No idea. Check this out. Donovan here looks like he's been catching, I think the name is Kleich for the Visma Elisa bike rider. I think that's what's going on there. Donovan, okay, I need some times. Donovan was 15 seconds down. Oh, it's Timo Kajlik. And I think Timo Kajlik is just flying here at the... Sorry, Donovan is flying at the finish. Flying. Because he is pulling Kajlik back right now. Okay. Ilan van Wilder going out right away. Timon Aaronsman here. Look at this, guys. Take a look at the gap between Foldager and Ciccone. Aaronsman should be right in the middle. He's already catching Foldager just after the intermediate point. Timon Aaronsman. Boom! Man, perfect timing, PCS. I love that. He's 1 second down at the intermediate. Third place overall, 1 second down. This guy, I thought he was just a climber. He's a time trialist too. He showed that just recently at the Algarve, finishing 5th there against like a stacked field. Take a look here. Filippo Ganna, Ayuso, Soderquist, Paul, and Timon Aaronsman. I never thought he would be there. I thought he was more of a climber. Can time trial this guy. So this guy is going to be looking good at the finish. Wow. Good stuff. Degenkolb's on course. Carapaz is on course. Ciccone's just gone through intermediates. Don't expect like a groundbreaking time there yet. Should pop up right away. Mark Donovan finishes 20th overall, 34 seconds down. He did almost catch Timo Kajlik at the finish line there, who got 84th place. Watch Aaronsman here. Just watch Aaronsman. Back to the chat, guys. Any alien helmets? Yeah, the Lidl Trek guys are wearing the Spaceballs helmets. Food and Bev, F&B, man. If you're in the know, you know. Just drop it, F&Bs. Sorry, guys. I love abbreviations. Bang Bang Shrimp Time could be the next iteration, but that would make us all hungry. Oh, I'd love some Bang Bang Shrimp right about now. Yeah, Spaceballs, love that movie. The book named Drew, The Story of My Life. Aaron's asking Drew, any idea when the Eagle of Durango, Sepp Kuss, will start to tease us this year? Does he ever come back to ride around the roads around you? I think Sepp's raced once this year already. I'm just thinking, where was it? Oman or UAE? I think Sepp did race. There he is. There's Sepp Kuss. Sepp did do the Tour of Oman, didn't finish. Yeah, Muscat Classic, which is in Oman. Then did 2 stages, didn't finish stage 3. I wonder what happened. Did he get hurt? I can't remember. Sepp Kuss is now 31 years old, guys. Wow. These guys, like yeah, it seems like they're young and then all of a sudden they're old at 31. Okay. Let's look at these times here, see what we got. Timon Aaronsman is looking fast. Almost caught Holdager under 8 kilometers. Ilan van Wilder just starts now for Soudal. He should have a pretty decent time too, I think. Bounce back here. And why don't we take a look? Let's take a look at our Paris-Nice update. Probably going to be status quo again. Status quo again. They pull back 10 seconds. That's all they've done. 2 riders out front, just collecting all the points. I'm hoping for my sprinters to come through today. I need massive bang time sprint points today so I can somehow survive the Paris-Nice with my all sprinters team outside of Brandon McNuggets. All sprinters team I went with to try to win the Paris-Nice. Well, we'll see what happens. It's okay. It's just a game. Bang Bang, Blue Thunder Mode, Rock On, Shaka Khan. Don's got them all, man. Don's been your OG. Yeah, I bet you Don was probably at the first video. Don probably was at the first stage of the Tour de France last year the whole time. Aaron's saying there's a particular valve in so-called that also has bang time. Oh. Okay, I won't continue that one. And they also have to declare that their content is not kid appropriate. Oh, it's not. Okay, I don't want to go there. Lou's saying you should also get the Escape Collective Fantasy. It follows the Grand Tours. You pick a rider per day. Can't pick the same rider twice. So yeah. Oh, dude, that's a good one. Lou, I like that. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, you got to pick every day. Jai Hindley coming to the finish here right now, guys. Not going to be dethroning anyone, but is going to have a nice finishing time. His time should be popping. It is. He's already done. 22 seconds down. He's just crossing the line here now. It's funny how either you get it sooner or later, depending on what's going on over on PCS. Terengganu cycling team have the Tour of Taiwan next week and the Tour of Thailand the week after. Van der Poel in the start chute now. He's riding a 62-tooth front ring with an 1130 in the back, guys. Just saw that pop up. I'd still like to know what Jai Hindley was riding. I'm going to take a look at Matthews here and see if it even looks close to what Hindley was riding. Yeah, of course they cut away from him. Carapat's here. He's going to be well down at the intermediate. He's going to be like 40 seconds down at the intermediate. 20 seconds here, maybe not that much. Okay, here's the line. 25, 24 seconds down at the intermediate. He's going to continue to lose time. Swoosh Kid saying Pavel Bittner is a really good rider. Really? Yeah, dude, totally. Pavel Bittner is a really good rider. We can take a look at Pavel. Right there, usually in the sprints. Pavel Bittner. Third place on stage 1 at the Algarve. 2025. Second place there. Tour Guangxi. That was kind of the last race I did last year. World Tour race streaming like at 11, 12 o'clock at night. That destroyed me. That absolutely destroyed me. Renui Tour first in the points classification. Look at this. 4th, 2nd, 9th, 2nd, 4th. Solid. Tour de France, 4th on stage 9. 5th on stage 3. He is a really good rider. More of a sprinter. But we need our sprinters too, right? 23-year-old from the Czech Republic. Tymon Ahrensman come to the finish, guys. Let's get back to this. Here comes Tymon now. He's got 35 seconds in hand, and he's got less than 400 meters to go. It's going to be very, very close for Tymon Ahrensman here. Let's see if PCS catches up first or Flow Bike shows it. Ahrensman rocking and rolling back and forward, side to side. 20 seconds ago, takes it, guys. He does take it. 4.5 seconds ahead of Max Walscheid. Now, you saw him last year at the Tour de France, win 2 stages, and I bet you back then you didn't think he was a time trialist, because I sure didn't. Last year at the Tour de France, right here, dudes, he won, there it is, 2nd on stage 10, 1st on stage 14 into Luchon Super Bagnières, what a stage that was, and then 1st into La Plagne. 2 stages at the Tour de France, a 2nd place, and he can time trial. And there you go. Gadoosh. Tymon Ahrensman, 26-year-old from the Netherlands. He climbs, he TTs. That's a really good combination. Wow. 4.5 seconds ahead of Max Walscheid. Ilan Van Wilder has just started. Matthew's out on course. Average speed for Tymon, 54.576. Dudes, when I first did my picks for Tirreno-Adriatico, under the assumption that I got to pick every day, I think I had 4 or 5 riders for Ineos Grenadiers. Now, if you look at their start list, this is why. Filippo Ganna, you got to pick him. Tymon Ahrensman, you got to pick him. Magnus Sheffield, you got to pick him. Brandon Smith Rivera, you got to pick him. That is such a strong team in the time trial. Sam Welsford, I didn't really think about. He did well today too. So Welsford is 9th. Magnus Sheffield is third. Timon Arisman is first. Ghana is still to come. They currently have 3 riders in the top 10. They're going to have a 4th. It all depends. Welsford will probably be just squeezed out of the top 10. Smith Rivera didn't do as well as I thought he would, but I think he still had a pretty good ride. Tiberi starts next, then Jorgensen. Primos is coming in a bit. Hubarts, again, watch this dude. He'll do pretty good today. Hubarts, he is a time trial rider. He's right around my height, weighs way less than me, probably 40 pounds less than me. 14th at the Algarve. Tour of Holland, he got 12th place, 5th place on the prologue in the time trial, 19th at La Vuelta in a time trial. So the guy is a time trialist. So maybe he can turn it on today and do something good. I don't know if he's going to beat these big guns. Ghana's coming soon, guys, in 8.5 minutes. Jonathan Milan in 9.5 minutes. Oh, so Milan goes after Ghana. Okay, I thought it was the other way around. I thought that would have been pretty exciting to watch. Ooh, look at this. Degenkolb is really cruising up fast on his woman, man. Viviani. Vanderpool's having a good ride, chasing after Novak. Yeah, he's having a really good ride. Vanderpool. Machu. Vanderpool. Novak, 35 seconds down at the intermediate. Ciccone, 32 seconds down at the intermediate. Oh, right here. Ilan van Wilder, only 6 seconds down at the intermediate. Mathieu van der Poel, 23 seconds down at the intermediate, so he is catching the rider ahead of him. Ilan van Wilder having a really nice ride, 6 seconds down. Can he hold that? Jorgensen is on course. Tiberi's on course too now, guys. Let's caught up with the chat. Dawn saying they just opened another Lidl food market 6 miles from my house. So I think they're invading like the eastern side of the States. That's where I know they are. Aaron's asking, where do we think Sepp ranks in all-time American road cycling list? Top 10 for sure, maybe on the Mount Rushmore, the podium. Yeah, dude, Sepp Kuss definitely top 10. Definitely with all his results. Best American, Greg LeMond. There's so many guys from the 7-Eleven era you could probably include just because they were like groundbreakers at the time when the wild Team 7-Eleven went over to Europe. Lul Bari. Hi, sir. How many kilometers to go? Paris-Nice. Dude, Paris-Nice is pretty much status quo. We've had 2 riders away all day with a 1 minute and 50 second lead. It's been basically 2 minutes all day. They still have 92 kilometers to go for that sprint finish is coming, and I bet you're voting for Benny to win today. Binyam Girmay is probably your rider. I can just tell. Where's Benny, everyone? We need Benny action today, guys. He got blocked in yesterday. Just got himself into a terrible position and couldn't actually really even open up the sprint yesterday. And there he does say it. He says, I wish Benny will win today. What do you think? Yeah, dude, he could easily win today. Drew saying, Sepp needs 2 more brilliant victories to achieve immortal status. I wish he'd disappear from Visma. Yeah, at Visma, he's just too much of a worker. Like, you know, he's done some incredible things there, but he's just relegated to, you're just going to work for everyone now. Breakout 50 drones to create crosswinds in Paris-Nice. Dave's here. Dave says he's going to be lurking a little. Good morning, Dave. Christening his Colnago kit today. Out and about on the bike. Firsts abounds for Colnago this weekend. Okay, guys. Lou's saying the Escape Collective Fantasy League is in the App Store, by the way. Dude, I'm going to take a look at it. Lou's got to go. I'll lurk when I can. Lou, thanks for being here, bro. What is the maximum power per kilometer cyclists compare it with a car? Dude, I don't know how to compare a cyclist to a car. Like, I mean, power-wise, these guys are all going to be pushing over 400 watts, probably for the entire route. Ghana could probably push close to 500 watts because I know he can. Jorgensen's out there, Romo, Bettiol, Tiberi, Frigo. At the finish line, it's still Tymon Aaronsman in the hot seat. Who's in the start line? This is Alberto Bettiol. So this is a bit of a replay. Let's take a look at Bettiol. I wish I could click his name up here, but I can't. Wow, that young dude from UAE still sitting top 10 right now. Luca Giammi. Again, I picked him for my poorly made team, and then I fixed it all last night. Matteo Jorgensen here. He'll be coming up to the halfway point right away. Okay, gotta catch up, guys. Aaronsman is in the hot seat. Yeah, Aaron's saying Aaronsman is a GC guy, so he must have a decent TT. He could win a 1 weeker this year and maybe top 5 at GC. Good call, Aaron. I like that. Yeah, I always thought he was more of a climber. So when I see him doing well at the TTs, I'm like, hey, where'd that come from? He can do both. Drew had a baby blue Colnago in 1986. It was 5 years after I was nailed by a Trans Am car doing 70 miles an hour, and he's felt, wow. Wow. So Drew got hit by a car going 70 miles an hour. Tell Colin MVDP's on course so he can drool in his best ways. My most appropriate ways on camera. 7-Eleven, Bob Roll. He was more of a climber. Bob Roll is still broadcasting, apparently, I think, with Christian Vande Velde. Christian was really good, too. Yeah, Christian Vande Velde. He was pretty good for the U.S. Bobby Julich. Dude, there's so many good Americans. Looks really rough at the finish line here. Watching Ilan Van Miller finish, just barely hanging onto the handlebars. He's going to have a good time. 6th or 7th place, I believe. Should pop up here right away, guys. Yeah, he might actually be just barely in the top 10. Wow, 11th. 11th place. Okay. Lost a bit of time at the finish line there. Must over those bouncy parts. Dawn saying there is a climb before the 300-meter race to the finish. Sounds like a good stage for Benny. Yeah, he does good if there's a little bit of a climb. Yeah, Lance. Yeah, I actually forgot about Lance right now. Lance will is he allowed to rank though? Everything got stripped from him. Yeah, Lance will certainly rank as the #1 villain from here to eternity, but that guy could go nuclear when bang time was needed. Yeah, exactly. Lance knew the definition of bang time. Tiberi goes through the intermediate at 7 seconds down. Not bad. Not bad for Tiberi. How many watts in 1 horsepower? Okay, so then, okay, Aaron's getting into it here. Thanks to an research in comparing cycling power to car horsepower, 1 watt... 1 watt equals 0.00134102 horsepower. Dude, that's common knowledge around here. Just kidding. I like to say that when I want to be a dick. So that could be used to figure it out. Both Bob and Christian would probably rate Sepp as better than them. Dude, I agree with that. Especially, yeah, Bob could definitely say that. Christian was pretty good, though. I think Christian had some really nice GC finishes. Different time, different era. Different training techniques, if you want to call it that. Training techniques. Oh, Drew saying Bob Roll lost me forever about 13 years ago. Pushed a boycott Vail effort. Why was he boycotting Vail? What did Vail do wrong? Dawn's been hit twice, but not at 70 miles an hour. Dude, I've never been touched. That's why I stick inside. Zabier, Mikhail Asperin coming through to the intermediates, probably about 10 seconds down. Everything is looking pretty good here. Looking for some more fast times coming. Hube Arts is out on course. Primos, Store, Bettiol. There's Aspirin going through the intermediate right there. Jorgensen is through. How did Jorgensen do? Jorgensen was 17 seconds down, guys. Not really that impressive. Saving it for later in the race, perhaps. Will not be getting first place today, that's for sure, but I don't think anyone expected that out of Matteo Jorgensen. Usually, Jorgensen would be riding Paris-Nice. He's the 2-time winner of Paris-Nice. Let's have a look at Matteo here. Don't do that. Every time. Filippo Ganna just started. Now it's getting real, guys. Now it's getting real. Here's Jorgensen. Two-time winner of Paris-Nice. Didn't go back to defend this year. Wants to ride different stuff. 2025 and 2024. Two-time winner of Dors door Vlaanderen. That's coming up right away too. Sorry, he won in 24. Won the Tour of Oman in 2023. Matteo is a really, really good rider. Wow. 1.9 meters tall from Walnut Creek in the US of A. Yep, Filippo's coming. There he goes. He's just started right now on camera for me. Wow, this is a good stat here. Van der Poel and Van Aert have Wout Van Aert have finished 10 times in the same individual time trial. You'd think it would be more. Wout has won 6 of them over Van der Poel. So it's pretty much 50-50. Last time it was, I think, Wout at the Tour de France last year. Yep. 52nd. Mathieu 107th. Mathieu's good for a breakaway. He's not really a time trialist. I mean, he is a CX rider. Okay, just looking at the race. Jonathan Milan has just started, guys. Milan is out there. Alberto Bettiol comes through the intermediate 22 seconds down. Really impressive here. Xavier Michael Aspirin only 12 seconds down through the intermediates. Did I pick him? I think he was on my list. So this is for Tirreno-Adriatico. I'm positive I had him in there and I took him out. Yeah, positive I had him in there. Back over here. So Jonathan Milan is underway. Aaronsman, Valscheid, Sheffield, Hatherley, Del Toro, Palazzari, Groschartner, Christian, Velsford, and Luca Giami round out the top 10 at the finish line. Empty saying Vale is horrible. I don't know why. I've never been to Vale. Christian finished 4th in the Tour de France one year. That's right. He had a really incredible... And I think he was a good time trialist too. I think that was his thing. I think he was a time trialist. Drew saying to Dawn, my doctor thought I went up 30 feet, landed in 1 foot of pine needles. Might have broken branches on the way down. Wow. Aaron saying, never been hit by a car. Had some come within a centimeter by passing on the left. Worst running was having to sprint full gas to avoid a healer dog. Yeah, those healers. I got one. At the foot of a Cat 2 Vesuvius climb in Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Yeah, healers will always chase. Because Drew saying, okay, so Colin, an idiot millionaire financial advisor nearly killed a bike riding #1 liver transplant surgeon cycling near west of Beaver Creek. RDS did not prosecute for vehicular homicide. Okay. RDA. Okay. Dawn saying, do you get points if your dudes make it in the top 10? Yeah, dude, there's points for quite a ways down. I haven't figured out how they score it all. Maybe I'll have more standings figured out today. Because some of my guys yesterday were outside of the top 10. Tiberi coming to the finish, guys, will not be in first place. Okay, so here he is. Yeah, okay, here's Rio. Only about 10 seconds down, I think. Nice ride by Tiberi there. So at the intermediate, Tiberi was 7 seconds down. At the finish line, Tiberi is 11 seconds down. So pretty good usage of the power. Dosed his effort all the way across the route. Not, didn't lose time in the back half. Didn't gain a bunch in the front. Just pretty consistent. Okay, I'm going to catch up. So Roll pushed a boycott rather than pushing for a new DA. We voted that idiot DA that next year. Wow, Drew, I've been hit by 6 cars in 3 countries. Empty's been hit by 2 cars. Wow, dudes. Dudes, this is why I ride inside. It's right here. The bike is sitting right here. I think this is Ben Healy going out next, guys. Ben Healy should be on course. Matteo Jorgensen coming to the finish now. Let's see what Matteo does at the finish. 200 meters to go. I think Matteo's picked up speed, guys. Picked up speed or is going to finish very consistent. Yeah, he's going to be within about the same time as what he was at the intermediate. looks like 21, 22 seconds. He was 17 down at the intermediate, so not bad. Not bad for Jorgensen, yeah. So here he was here. That's the finish line. Okay, so his intermediate, I believe, was 17 seconds down. So 11th overall for Matteo Jorgensen. Hoob Arts should have a pretty decent time. He will be around 10 seconds at the intermediate. So not a bad time so far for Hoob Arts. He's 12th fastest through the intermediate. Empty, exactly. Riding inside is not the same, 100%. Yeah, outside is more fun. You get to see things. You get to get hit by cars. You get to get chased by healers. You get to have people throw beer bottles at you. Remember when there was bottles? Well, I guess there still is. Inside is just mentally, it's mental punishment. Ghana. Okay, Ghana should be through, we're looking for an intermediate time. Ghana through intermediate time, first place. 3 seconds ahead of Magnus Sheffield. Camera footage here is a little bit slow. Looks like we're about 10, 15 seconds behind on flow bikes for the camera. Ghana really lets off at the turnaround point here. He probably could have been a little bit faster there even. He let off really soon to go slowly and gingerly around that corner. So Ghana's got a 3-second lead over Sheffield at the intermediate. Remember, Max Walscheid came through later, bumped Sheffield out within 1 minute of Sheffield finishing. Timon Ahrensman came through and is now sitting in the hot seat. This is Jonathan Milan here. Not first place at the intermediate. Let's see how far back he is. Quite a ways back. Not bad, though. Not bad for Milan. 6 seconds down. That's not bad at all for Jonathan Milan. Give him that. So he's 5th through at the intermediate checkpoint. That's better than I thought he was going to do. Javier Romo Oliveira coming through now. 26 seconds down, it looks like, for Movistar. Any other fast time? Storer comes through the intermediate 17 seconds down. Pretty decent. Just bumped the mic there with my chin. Yeah, Milan looking good. Drew got hit when he was about 13, 20, 24, 38, 46, 49, and 50. Wow, dude, I'm surprised you're still standing. You're lucky. Aaron saying riding inside is 1/100th of the fun of riding the bike and was not why we loved it as kids. Exactly, dude. I'd way rather be outside. I think for training, though, you can do some pretty awesome efforts inside. Like put your head down, smash watts, don't worry about cars, potholes. It's really good for just conditioning to take it outside. Dave saying March 18th at 8:30 hours, I was launched over the handlebars by a black Toyota Camry, accepted my own death, saved my life. End of my rock hopper. That was 2018 for Dave. Dude, Eddie, someone put up above in the chat what 1 watt is equal to in a horsepower. 1 watt is equal to like 0.00013410002 horsepowers or something. Yeah, Drew, lucky to be alive, dude. I'm glad you're still here with us. Guys, when I hear your stories, I'm like, I don't even want to go outside. Like grain trucks out here, guys hauling hay, oil field equipment, rig moves. Dude, I mean, I know you can always blame the driver of the cars, but sometimes it's hard to see a cyclist out there. It kind of can be, because I've gone like, oh crap, there's a cyclist right there. And then I slide right over. I'm that dude out in the country. If I see someone walking, riding a bike, walking a dog, or specifically riding horses, I move over and I probably pass them doing 20k an hour in the opposite lane. Really with horses, because they can just rear up, freak the rider out. Empty's got it figured out. 745 watts is 1 horsepower. So yeah, cyclists on their bikes don't compare to cars. Sounds like reporting your riding habits to your life insurance company is risking a higher premium. Oh, absolutely, dude, totally. Dude, it's going to take another quick nature break. We are going to be getting into the top 10 riders right away. Oh, I think they're all out. Yeah, they are. Costner was the last rider to go. Hayter's on course. Watch out for him. Bittner looks like he's moving quick. Molberger looks good here too, looking at his time. He's 27 seconds down. The rider up in front must be a lot slower. Huge gap between Milan and Magli. Ganna is catching Covey. Hubarts looks like he's on a good time too. Dudes, I need this nature break. I'll be right back. Okay, dudes, coming back. Let's get ready for this finish here. Ganna. Timon Aaronson's watching right now. Ganna right now. Looks like they're saying Ganna has, okay, at the intermediate, he only had 4 seconds, I think, on Aaronsman. 200 meters to go. Ganna has 40 seconds in hand. He is absolutely going to obliterate the time trial here, folks. He will be in first place here. Ganna. Okay, he's already shown up here, guys. He beat Aaronsman by 22 seconds in the finish. I must be a little bit behind here on the flow bikes. 22 seconds destruction of his own teammate. 12:08. I kind of thought he might get into the 11s. That was 56.2 kilometers an hour for Filippo Ganna. Wow. Yeah, some cyclists are not dressed for the dark or just not paying enough attention. Dave's saying he's seen some people riding every day. He's surprised they haven't been killed. Yeah, dude, I'm just saying, like, for me, when I'm out there riding, I have my head on a swivel, and I'm like, whoa, there's a cyclist 300 meters ahead of me that just kind of pops up out of nowhere. Maybe it's a bright day. You're riding in the country. You're like, okay, I know this drive like the back of my hand, and there's this lone cyclist out there who decides to move out a little bit. Yeah, watch out for cyclists, guys. Yeah, Jonathan Milan is worth about 3 horses for about 20 seconds. Here's Milan finishing now. Wow, Milan has a really good time here, guys. Wow, I'm so impressed by Jonathan Milan right now. Really good ride for him. He's going to be nowhere near Filippo Ganna. Mouth wide open, but wow, good ride here. The horsepower of Milan is really helping him here. He's currently, wow, he's still in second place. He's going to finish just behind Timon Aaronsman. Okay, it's going to be very close. He might get 4th place, 5th place, Jonathan Milan. Let's see it pop up here right now. Hasn't popped up. So this time PCS is behind Flow Bikes. Jonathan Milan, where are you, dude? There you go. Jonathan Milan finishes in 5th place overall, 29 seconds down. Amazing, really. Okay. Aaron saying bathroom break lingo in ICW number 1. Nature break or in Eastern Canada, France, break natural or doing the Dumoulin. Yeah, definitely was not doing the Dumoulin. Was not doing a Dumoulin. Yeah, Ganna to his rep, whatever. Get me to the TT races that do not have Remco. Yeah, Remco is like pretty much unbeatable. Dawn got hit at 7:45 in the morning and 3:30 in the afternoon. I don't ride at nights. Dawn, I do have reflective gear and lights for evening run. Yeah, dude, I don't even go out at night. Cyclists are also drivers that know you have to check your right on right turns for bikes. Yeah, dude. Like if you're a cyclist yourself, like you've obviously are watching these dudes out there. Dudes are everyone too. Watching them, you kind of give them an extra bit of room. Okay, so we still have Hayter out there. Primos is still out there as well, isn't he? No, Primos might be done. Primos finished 9 seconds down, dudes. Is that right? Yeah, I think Primos finished. Yeah, Primos lands in 7th place, right behind Alan Hatherley, the guy that sat in the hot seat for most of the day. Hayter at this point here, they're saying, is about 16 seconds behind Ghana. Do we have an intermediate time for Hayter? He just went through it. It should be popping up right away. I didn't see it. Hayter was 10 seconds down at the intermediate. 10 seconds down on Filippo Ganna. So can he pull back 10 seconds in the next 6.5 kilometers? Not sure. Why don't we do a Paris-Nice status quo check? Okay, that's not where we wanted to go. Paris-Nice status quo check. What's the gap going to be? Let's go for, I'm just going to guess, a wild guess, 1 minute and 50 seconds. Actually, it says right there, it's 1 minute 35 seconds. 1 minute 31. So they're slowly starting to pull them back, guys. Still 77 kilometers to go there. That's going to be a ways out for me, and Colin's feeling like he's not going to sit here all day to cover that one. He'll probably just catch the highlights later, but we're going to stick here with Tirreno-Adriatico all the way. We are down to our last bunches of riders. 1, 2, 3. We got 6 riders left out there. Ben Healy coming to the finish. Not a bad ride for Healy. He's going to be doing good in the mountains. This is not his specialty at all. He's just going to finish behind Del Toro here. How far away from the line is he? Ben Healy will be outside the top 10, but pretty good ride for a climber. Finishing about 50 seconds down, it's going to look like. Right at 49 seconds down for Ben Healy, riding at 53.281 kilometers per hour. Eddie's saying 6 or 7 years ago, a woman in a car hit a couple of kids who do dangerous cycling stunts without any night lights. I mean, yeah. Okay, well, you got to have lights on your bike at night. I mean, that's unfortunate. Ethan Hayter pushing 389 watts, cadence right at 104 RPMs. I can never get my cadence that high. When I get my cadence high, my heart just goes brrr, like 195 when I do high cadence riding. I don't even know what it's like to ride a bike anymore. It's been so long since I've actually sat on this bike right here. Someday. Some days I'm going to get on, guys. Wow. With an average speed of 56.225 kilometers an hour, that is the fastest time trial this season. So that was Filippo Ganna here. There's also one 56.092 kilometers an hour at the UAE Tour. Ethan Hayter will have a good time, but can he dethrone Filippo Ganna? Right now, he's currently on course to get 2nd place. Going to bounce back up to some of the last times here at the intermediates. Bittner's having a good run catching up to Bono here. Bono. Hayter's almost on Braz Alfonso. Braz Alfonso, probably the smallest rider here. See if I can pull his name up here. 50 kilogram rider here for Groupama FDJ. Not a time trialist by any means. A climber. 50 kilograms. He weighs 110 pounds. How? 110 pounds. Huh? How can that even be possible? Okay. That's what they're saying. Stick with that. Yeah, Bono here. Camille Bono, 2 minutes down at the finish line. All we got left is Braz Alfonso, Hayter, and Cosnefroy. What I'll do, guys, we're just going to shut her down after that today. I'll do a Paris-Nice update first thing in the morning because Paris-Nice has still probably got an hour and a half to go. I do have a couple of documents I got to get done for real estate here. I have to do a lawyer's info, which is simple, and then I have to do an amendment to a sales contract. Since, okay, 27 seconds to go. Hater hitting it hard here. Hitting it hard. Kind of like bang time. You know? Yeah, Hater's going to finish second place overall here, guys. Running out of time now. I'm not even sure how far he is from the finish here. So he will be on par with Ganna's time right now. And we still have 400 meters to go. So Hater's going to have to really kick it into high gear here now if he wants to get second place, because it looks like Time and Aaronsman may get it. Ooh, it's going to be so close. We could have 1-2 Ineos Grenadiers at the top. We could have Ganna and Aaronsman first and second place. And there it just happened, folks. Hater does not finish inside of Time and Aaronsman. He's actually going to drop down in first. So Hater looks like he's, I don't want to say he's blown up, but he did kind of blow up in the back end there. And that's another interesting one, isn't it? Blowing up in the back end. He finishes 8th place overall from second. Wow, Ineos Grenadiers dominated it. All we got left on course is Cosnefroid. I'm not expecting an incredible time here for Cosnefroid. Dudes, okay, I'm backing up here, dudes. Trying to get on this. Paris-Nice is the same. I'll jump back to that one in a second. New guy here, Killian. Killian, hey man, do you know where exactly they are? Killian, dude, I think you're talking Paris-Nice now. Over at Paris-Nice, there's 73 kilometers to the finish. We got 2 riders up front, Casper Pedersen and Mathis Lebert. It's now down to 106, guys. Sprint teams are thinking about bringing things back. Casper Pedersen, I think, has won everything today. Yeah, he won the first sprint. He won the second sprint. He won the third sprint. There is a big sprint coming up at Fromont. That is 47 kilometers to the finish. There's points there, and sorry, their earlier points were KOM points. There is a green jersey sprint coming up at Fromont, 10, 6, and 4 points, 6, 4, and 2 time bonifications. Cosnefroid finishing well outside of the winner's times. Cosnefroid will be finishing about 1 minute back. Actually, just over 1 minute. Let me get caught up here. Wow, so much going on here, dudes. So that was Killian, I think, talking. Yeah, the last time I don't know if I've ever weighed 110 pounds. I might have been 3 to 4 years old. Yeah, whatever. Dave's talking about Dollarama. How did we get talking about Dollarama? Oh, those in Canada should know Dollarama has great set of lights with batteries for $3. Yeah, Dollarama. Dollarama, guys, for you Americans, is like Dollar General. You go in, you buy Pop-Tarts, discount drinks that are warm, they're never cooled, chocolates, stuff like that, and bike lights. Darren's here. Guys, D. Hawes here. Everyone say hi to D. Hawes here. So his name's Darren. He's from the UK. I used to ride with Darren on Rouvy all the time. And Darren saying, hey, Colin, great to see you covering these races. Thanks, Darren. Dude, yeah, this is what I do now. This is where my channel's getting views. This is where my channel's actually grown. I'd love to come back and do more stuff on Rouvy, but Rouvy needs to give me a little bit of a contract. That's how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to keep posting my videos in our Team GRC Discord, which is our Rouvy Discord, guys. There is now at least a couple of the Rouvy Hotshots employees in that Discord. I made 184 videos for Rouvy over the last couple of years. So yeah, Darren, great to see you. Yeah, it's D. Hawes, Darren Hawes from the UK. Dudes, I think that's it for today. I think that's about all I want to do today. I think we've been on for about 2 hours, 40 minutes, something like that. I want to get my day started. So, dude, let's shut her down there. Join the Fantasy League if you can. I put the Fantasy League code for the Inside Cycling World League in the video at the top in the description. I think that applies for all 3 leagues, the Paris-Nice, the Tirreno-Adriatico, and the Sixes. Just go check it out, guys. Anyway, dudes, can't thank the chat enough for being here. You guys make the channel happen. If you guys aren't here, my channel does nothing. So you guys need to be here to keep me going, dudes. Gonna go do some real estate right now.